Y'all like that? Boom. We're live.
Yay!
Hey, deuces.
I got, you gotta give the intro again.
Nope. They don't get the intro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying not to do.
Such that I don't
Because
get to hear. Such that I don't get to hear my Such that I don't get to hear my rant.
too bad. They should subscribe to the damn YouTube. I mean, not the YouTube. They should subscribe to the podcast, correct?
Huh?
Ah. And maybe next week we can do the podcast first. I mean, YouTube first and then podcast second. How about that? Switch it
Yeah.
up on 'em. Switch it up on them. They'll never know.
Yeah, there you go.
They'll never know.
Are you guys wondering why I'm not sitting right there? Because my cat Buddy's right there, laying down sleeping.
Yeah, it happens.
Oh,
He's trying to be a good cat daddy.
what you need to do is
Guys.
get some
So
lights in
adorable.
that. You need to get some lights so you can shine them belts, man.
What you say, man? That's what I was about to say, dude. As you can tell, I just have a couple of things behind me. That's about it.
There we
Better?
go.
Yeah, there you go. Jesus, man.
Yeah, need to get one of these things.
Yeah, one of those ring lights. Hey,
Yeah.
that's nice.
I do.
So it shines on you, and as you shine in the background.
I should have one like right here behind me, right?
Maybe I should just turn this light on, and it's kind of bright up there, so I don't want people to go blind or have epilepsy or anything.
Epilepsy be strobe lights.
Oh God, like boo! I know what you're talking about. Those light shows that you see at like metal concerts. Like
Yeah, you ever seen
Pantera.
that movie Miss March? Has anyone ever seen that movie Miss March? I'm the only loser.
I've seen Pantera use those strobe lights and like they enjoyed the Cowboys from Hell and everything.
Yeah. But has anybody seen the movie Miss March?
Oh God, that movie is crazy.
With
The one to play the younger version of Eva Mendes. I know you're talking about Roxanne and Ghost Rider. She was in that.
I
yeah,
think so. And the crazy part about it was dude was like, dude, she was going down on me. And then all of a sudden she just started trying to bite it off. I don't know what was going on. And she had epilepsy. She goes, yeah. She kept blaming it on that. Like whatever that is. Like, I didn't ask for all that. So he goes, how'd you get her off? He goes, I just started stabbing her in the head with a fork. I was like, no, the fuck he didn't. He didn't just say that. And then all of a sudden she's like walking around like, why did you stab me in the face with a fork? He's like, you kept trying to bite my dick off. Because all the strobe lights and shit he bought. He's like, I just trying something new.
I already know not to put no strobe lights in my house. So.
It's hilarious, man.
Maybe some LED lights.
So also I was doing some research and came across a fun fact for the night. Since the internet is on uproar over the Sami Zayn, Chad Gable bullshit, and then everybody has backstage heat on the Rock for whatever fucking reason, and there's all signs of fucking heat about fire Bailey, don't give her no push, fire Tamina, don't give her no push. She ain't been on TV. Fire fucking everybody. And then all of a
And
sudden,
also, you also got like people are upset about Mercedes Moné saying that she might go back to. I mean, she's might. So what if she does go back eventually? You know,
I mean, right now she's in AEW. Enjoy it.
she's AEW. She's probably not going to go back for a long time. She's happy. And people are also. Here's another thing also that's happening. People are so mad that because Mercedes Moné, Okada are getting a bigger payday than offered in AEW than they would have gotten WWE. And like it's so fucking hypocritical. They would have got so mad. You're just mad because they're not in WWE. You probably was like they're bigger picture. Like apparently, you called you basically called the AEW minor league, but they're making a better payday.
Oh
So
yeah,
they're not really minor league, aren't they?
Well,
WWE don't major league anymore.
also, this is a fun fact too. Shad Khan, which is Tony's daddy, owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, was only worth $4.9 billion last year. This year alone, he's worth $12.9 billion.
There you
So
go.
how in the fuck did he gather, like eight point something $billion in less than a year?
Exactly.
So I mean,
His
and everybody's
his
like,
family's fortune.
dude, that's crazy, man. Like, that ain't true. I'm like, yeah, it's true, bro. It's 100% true
Yeah.
because it everybody's like, well, it ain't AEW. I don't care what it is, but the man is still worth $12.8 billion.
Yeah.
He's worth almost as much by himself as the buyout was to buy WWE.
Damn.
So that
He's
to me
worth more
says,
money than Vince McMahon, or
yeah,
what?
yeah.
The Khans have a lot more family than the McMahons do.
And the crazy part about it is, it ain't a family thing. It's a mogul, man. I mean, they really are a mogul now. I mean, they
Mhm.
own, I think, two or one. I know they own at least
They
one.
also own a football club as well over in
Yeah,
England.
a premier football club at that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So,
are you talking about one of the football clubs like that? The same league as Manchester United.
yeah,
And yes, I know about Manchester United because of Eurotrip.
I love Man U, as you can tell.
My baby takes the morning train. She works.
My favorite football player played for Man U as well.
They're the mighty Reds.
Mhm.
Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm a big fan of.
I have friends over in England that that they're fans of more Spurs.
Boo. I only rock with one team, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I told y'all this story. This is a little football story. It had nothing related to the wrestling, but we're talking about Man U here for a second. Um,
Oh god, a lot of British football fans are gonna be pissed off about this, especially the Premier League fans.
oh well. Anyway, we're gonna go back to 2001, sir, or actually late 2000 or 2001. Um, I was there in Edinburgh for two. I repeat, 2 weeks. And what had
Does
happened?
Scotty know?
Uh,
Does Scotty know?
Scotty doesn't know, bro. Scotty doesn't know. Don't tell Scotty, y'all. Just don't tell Scotty. Um, but no, I was there, and they told us we couldn't go over here to do this, that, and the other. And I was in the Air Force, and we did. I was almost 19, and we went off out of the place we were staying at a hotel. We went out of the hotel, and right across the street there was two pubs right across one another. One was Man City, and the other one was Man U, and they were playing one another. And the Man City fans were all quiet, like really, really just like yay, boo, yay. I mean, they were like a regular I guess we call it like a pub that didn't have any backbone, if you know what I'm saying. No rustic in them, and it was rarity. And across the street, all of a sudden you hear a rock come through the door. Fucking pisser, fucking bitch, fucking bullshit.
Damn.
Like, what's going on over there? My buddy's like, I don't know. We shouldn't go over there. I'm like, yeah, the fuck we should. Let's do this. So we peek out the door. There's a guy with a big towel over his back with a Man U devil on it, screaming, "Fuck you, go to hell, fucking, fucking checker bitches," and all kinds of shit, dude. I'm like, whoa, these guys are hardcore hooligans, right? So we walk over there, and the first thing they go, like, "You a city or you United?" I was like, "I'm United." He's like, "You're not wearing no colors." I'm like, "I'm from America." Dude took off his hat. Not this hat. This right here's a hat my woman got me, but gave me a hat. And he said, You're one of us now. And they started doing their chants, their songs, all this stuff, dude. And by the way, I got free pints.
Nice.
So we're getting they call it tossed over there. We're getting fucking tossed. And they were calling the other dude. They're like, "Yeah, you lost the weight because you fucking faggots." And I was like, "Whoa, these guys are hardcore, man." And then one dude just took a big ass rock off the road and threw it at the other pub. And I'm like,
Now, just to clarify for for maybe pause for a second for clarify for YouTube purposes. He used the F word. They're talking about cigarettes. Cigarettes.
Yes. Yeah, but they were not. They were talking not
Yeah,
homosexuals either. They weren't talking about homosexuals. I
they're
promise.
talking
No,
about cigarettes. They're talking about
They were
cigarettes.
not. They were not. They called everybody that over there, and we're wankers. They, I didn't know what that meant, but it's a little bit of this. That's all I'm going to say. So, the crazy part about it was when we got there and all this was going on, I was like, dude, I've never rode on the bus, and I've always watched like I've seen the Spice Girls movie at the time. Not gonna lie to you guys, I always had a thing for Scary Spice. Don't know why, but
it's hot.
tell me about it, brother. So anyway, I digress. Anyway, we were headed over there and everything, and I was like, I want to ride the bus, the 2-story bus with the open top, the convertible
Or
top.
double decker bus.
Yeah, bad mistake with the hat that I just got for the free, right? So I'm a little liquored up, just a bunch, I'm a little. Fuck it, I'm drunk. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I am fucking drunk, and me and my buddy get on the bus, and he's like, "Dude, we can't stand up in the bus. We'll get thrown off." I was like, "Fuck it, I don't care." He's like, "Yeah, dude, but we'll get in trouble if we get called out here. We're not supposed to be off out of the hotel." I was like, "Who's gonna fucking rat us out, dude? You?" He's like, "No, but what if somebody catches us out here?" I'm like, "Again, who's gonna fucking tell on us? You?" And he was like, "Nah, man." All right. Anyway, cut back to the story. So we're riding a double decker bus. We're on the top, and I had one of them old style, um, little Kodak, instant cameras. Y'all remember those?
Yeah.
They come with like 24 pictures. Yes, they came with the 24 clickety clickities.
Mhm.
So we're taking pictures, and the wind came out of nowhere and took off my damn hat, right? It was gone. I was like,
Oh,
we're not going back to the fucking pub. He's like, why? I was like, dude, that dude gave me his hat, bro. Like, he literally gave me his soul and put it on my head and said, "You're one of us." And I felt it, dude. Like, I actually felt it in my balls, like right up under the taint, like right there, right up under the ball sack. Like, that's where my heart was beating. You know what I'm saying? I was like getting like, oh, I feel it, and then the hat just gone. I was like, motherfucker, these guys are gonna hate us. He's like, we can go buy one at like anywhere. I was like, yeah, but it won't be the same. He's like, what do you mean? It'll be the same fucking hat. I was like, yeah, but I won't feel it where I just felt it. I won't have the same feeling like I was part of something. Boy, was I lying. As soon as I put on that other hat, dude, I immediately felt like 100 times better because I bought this hat and ain't nobody taking this hat. You know what I'm saying?
now you're like Jake Hager. I like this hat.
I love this fucking hat, but this is not the hat. The other hat would have had the checker marks on one side, had the devil here, and on the side it had Man U. I think this one has Man U on the side too. No, it has Man U on the back. But and I'm a big fan of the Man U, and so
Buddy.
wow, dude, you just got cat blocked. Ha!
Come on,
Anyway,
buddy.
anyway, so
Oh, yeah.
Buddy says hi,
So-
everybody.
hey, buddy, and then
Us too.
so the crazy part about it was, I'm wearing a hat, and he's like, "We can go back to the bar, the pub now." We called it a bar. He's like, "We can go back to the bar," and I was like, "No, we're not. I'm hungry, and I don't want to eat fish and chips." So he walked down to this other place that it was like a old hamburger place, but they didn't sell hamburgers. They sold like weird food, like English food, I should say. And we were eating, and one of the dudes was like, "Hey, you were the guys from the pub earlier, right?" And my buddy's like, "Yeah," and he got punched by one of the Man City fans. I was like, "Oh shit, just got real." So we ended up fighting a bunch of Man City punks in the middle of a fucking restaurant, and we barely made it out of there back in time for curfew. And the dude that was like taking notes, like he's like, what happened to your face, bro?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, about that. I got drunk in the bathroom and I hit myself on the faucet." He goes, Okay. Don't tell nobody else that story. That's lame as shit. You know that, right? He's like, yeah, it happens. But yeah, dude, he got punched square in the fucking face. Like, he's like, yeah, dude, I was in a pow. I was like, he just got Mike Tyson punched. Like, like, it came out of left field. Like he was just like, yeah, I'm with pow. And he's like, oh, we're fighting. So yeah, it was awesome. So yeah, Man U fans kick ass. Man City fans are a bunch of pump bitches. And I will say that to their faces. So yeah, that's my story of Man U, dude, and I love Man U for that. I've always been a Man U fan since then. Man City guys were like, "Oh, they should throw a flag for that. They should get carded." And I'm like, "What are we watching?" Then he just looked at me, and I was like, "What kind of field is that?" By the way, that is a no-no. Never call a pitch a field. Found that out the hard way too. They booed me like, "You don't know your sport." And I'm like, again, guy from America, don't know shit about soccer. But I learned very, very fast. Whenever you're with a bunch of hooligans and they telling you the sport while they're yelling and drinking, you learn really, really fucking fast.
Yeah.
You see that? You see that? That's a fucking foul. That's a fucking foul. And, see, yeah, and they always start cheering when they got a foul. And they're like, yeah, fucking. And I was like, yeah, these are my types of people. I loved it, dude. I enjoyed it so much. But I am getting back on target. Back on target.
Okay, so now what is the Jeff Hardy situation in WWE, or what happened with that?
AEW.
Or
Okay, the Jeff Hardy Matt Hardy thing is Matt Hardy was on Raw.
Matt, what, like in the crowd, or he showed up in the ring?
No, he was in the crowd. He posted on X. He was there.
Oh, okay.
No big deal. No big deal in my opinion. I didn't think no harm, no foul. And I love Dustin Rhodes going after The Rock after what he said about Cody and giving the belt to his mama and saying you're welcome. And then Dustin Rhodes goes, zoom in just a little closer. Fuck The Rock. So I was like, this is getting good. And then, WWE has been name dropping a lot of AEW guys as well on Raw. Also, on that same token, how do y'all feel about Shayna Baszler being in Bloodsport at the Collective?
Fucking A. It's kind of weird though. Like if I see WWE wrestlers in GCW, it just be weird. You're talking about like guys that go from a PG product to a. But then again,
she was in blood
to a fucking blood fest.
Yeah,
she was fighting in it, or she was just in the crowd.
She's gonna be at it. She's gonna be at the next Bloodsport. She's fighting Masha Slamovich.
She's gonna be having a shoot fight against Masha Slamovich.
Wait, so they're gonna have an WWE versus GCW / TNA.
Oh, that ain't all, dude. That ain't all. Brett Lauderdale said that there is been talks with Paul Levesque or Triple H, and saying that there is rumor to have more WWE people show up at GCW and other indie events whenever they're not being used.
I think that's a good solution, and you
got to turn them into independent wrestlers.
Well, not only that, I mean, think about it. If you really honestly think about it, if you got people just sitting and catering and you're not doing nothing with them, why can't they go make some money somewhere else?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the harm in that. I really don't. I mean, it's sort of like having it's sort of like me after I get off work and I want to have a side job, bring somebody over here and I work on their shit, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What's the harm in it? And I see the harm in it. I do, because they're independent contractors, and I understand that a lot because they're under contract to an actual organization. And if they get hurt doing the indie shit, then that takes away from their bread and butter, which is the actual main roster or NXT shit. But if you think about it and you're logically smart about it, if you're not using them anyway, what the fucking harm are you doing?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Look at the wrestler. Look at Jonah. aka
Bronson
Bronson
Reed.
Reed. Exactly. He started being. He wasn't even at his home country at the chamber. He
Well,
started
the
getting
reason
WrestleMania.
well the reason why he wasn't, his wife gave birth.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
that there was a logical reason for that. And
he also didn't have any at Mania.
there's a lot of bitching about the Mania situation. There is the rumors are there. Well, this person, Austin Theory, had a win last year at WrestleMania. Why he even on the card? Well, the fans fucking shitted all over him because that's a Vince McMahon boy.
Here's
You
the
got
thing,
your win.
you should let Austin Theory. I mean, because Triple H says no, he's a Vince McMahon guy. He's basically doing the same what Vince did to his guys.
Yeah.
And look at Omos. He's just on live events now. And he's still in most of his matches at live events are squash matches against Akira Tozawa.
And
Please give Akira Tozawa a push. Besides, let him wrestle. Besides doing squash matches, come on.
And that's why I'm glad Okada didn't go to WWE. Because
Tozawa is a comedy wrestler, man. He was only taken serious for like the first 6 months he was on the roster.
Dragon Gate,
to be honest.
but
Dragon
he was
Lee
a
don't
comedy
even
wrestler
have
in
to-
DD, but he also did some serious stuff in Dragon Gate, though.
Well, yeah, but that was before he joined the WWE, though, Phil. But I'm talking about recently, man. A lot of these guys, man, like Otis, for example, when Otis first started with big what was that dude's name? The black Tucker.
Yeah, Tucker.
And
Yeah.
they were known as Heavy Machinery. Remember that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, Tucker's gone. He got released. They were a legit tag team, like a force to be reckoned with. And then all of a sudden, now you got Otis doing comedy shit.
But
I don't get
good.
it. He's good. He's good. He's a great wrestler. I agree.
Oh yeah.
But at the same token, why not let the man do what he can do? Like Chad Gable, the man's a freaking phenomenon. He's a smaller version of Kurt Angle. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I even said it. You guys even heard me say it. I think it'll be a better match against Gunther than anybody else out there.
Mhm.
And then Sami Zayn goes ahead and takes that spot. And the reason why people are pissed is like there's no story there. There hasn't been no story there. It's always been Chad Gable's story. But if you really think about it, Kelly was like, me and him talked last night and yesterday, and he was like, dude, I told you from 6 months ago it was going to be Sami Zayn. I mean, I could follow the storyline. I'm sorry, 80% of the people don't agree with it. And I'm sitting there going, well, if you think about it, Sami Zayn hasn't even had a freaking face-to-face with Gunther in ever. But Chad Gable and Gunther face-to-face all the time. There's the difference.
Mhm.
See what I'm saying? There's a difference.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where people are picking up on, like, okay, you had these two people all the time, and then all of a sudden you got this, and then it don't make no sense because you tease one thing and then you do another.
Writers, man, they need writers. They do writers.
Well, they all went to AEW.
That's true. Yeah, that's why everything started to get better, man. Over there.
AEW has writers.
Oh yeah, they do, but they don't know what the fuck they're doing right now. Hell, they put The Rock in the main event, and you see what that happened.
You said AEW has writers, though.
Oh, yeah,
Are
well,
you talking about
AEW stole a bunch of WWE writers here recently.
Yeah, you're talking about WWE writers that don't know what the hell they're doing with The Rock, right?
Dude, that was a slap in the face of the fans, and everybody was like, "What the fuck?" And they try to do the same thing about the Sami Zayn situation, but it didn't really get as much as that. And Booker T was back there with Sami Zayn. He goes, "Dude, did they really just turn on me that quick?" Yeah, and he even said they're going to turn on Cody, and they are, because as soon as Cody wins the title, like Kofi Mania, who is Cody going to fight after he wins the title from Roman Reigns? Who is he going to fight?
Gunther.
Really? He's going to fight Gunther, who owns the Intercontinental title. I don't see Gunther losing that title to Sami Zayn.
You never know.
If he does lose that title to Sami Zayn, then Gunther's going to win the title from freaking Cody Rhodes real quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, it's logic, man. if you're going to take the
It's
title
the
off,
work. I mean, the Intercontinental title is the workhorse title.
it's always been the workhorse title. Just like in TNA, the workhorse title is the freaking
X Division title.
No. Oh, yeah, it is. But in AEW, it's the Atlantic Championship or
It's the International Championship.
International. Yeah, that's the workhorse title in AEW.
Now it's owned by Roger Strong. Thank God.
I like OC, man.
I like OC though, but he was getting too much, exposure.
Not only that, people were turning on him. Like some of the fans were actually starting to turn on him.
What, on Orange?
Yeah. So TK got him out before they could boo at him.
Yeah, and that's smart. And also think about it like this too. They've been teasing the Trent Beretta turn for how long now? So every time they're on the TV together, I'm like, and Trent's looking at Orange Cassidy like he wants to take him out.
Since he came back from injury, what, about a year and a half ago?
Yeah. And also, they've been doing a lot more I noticed that OC did a spot in Ring of Honor, which is smart as well. Gives other chances of wrestlers to shine on television and everything. And also, Ring of Honor's been doing really well. I mean, you're going to get Eddie Kingston versus Mark Briscoe for the Ring of Honor World Championship. That's another story that needs to be told.
What about this story? Okada versus Eddie Kingston for the Triple Crown.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. He's also facing Gabe Kidd at Windy City Riot for the New Japan Strong Championship.
Dude, it's gonna be insane, dude. Like, it's Eddie Kingston's a monster, dude. He's a machine right now. I love Eddie, dude. I'm a huge.
I see him. I can see him. Do you think he's gonna drop the belt to Okada?
I think he's going to lose all three belts. Actually, I think he's going to lose to the Gabe Kidd. I think he's going to lose to Mark Briscoe, and I think he's going to lose to Okada.
I mean, give Okada the Continental Championship and give him something to work at. Like big his little baby stuff. Don't give him the world title real quick, but give him a title because the guy is that damn good.
And I haven't really watched a lot of wrestling this week. I'm gonna be honest. I have been trying to find a job, which I landed one today. I start Friday at 8 a.m. Congrats to me. I want to toot my own horn here for a second, gentlemen.
There you go.
Man got a jobby, Freddie.
Yeah.
He got a jobby, Freddie. You better have your fingers crossed. Cross.
Freddie got fingered, yay.
Yes, I watched that movie, Freddie Got Fingered.
Who had it?
That was the most funny, awful movie on the face of the earth.
Yeah, that and Waiting.
That movie was also horrible.
Damn child fighters.
Watch the fucking dishes.
If you guys better come back into this Taylor Stress or I'll fire you so fast before you say MTV Raps.
Yeah. And then you see him back there doing the Yo MTV rap video. Whoa, that was dope. They never
not having sex in the bathroom. Oh, come on.
And what's his face quit is like, no, you're fired.
No, I quit. No, you're fired. No, I quit. Yeah, that was like one of the best movies of Justin Long's career. And one of the worst.
God. Ryan Reynolds was always hilarious.
Yeah, they're always like 18 and barely legal. That's how I like it. That was the worst line. Cringy as shit. Cringy.
Oh God.
Next week. Next week.
Whoa! What's up, MT2?
Hey.
Yeah, they're actually Okada is going to be working with Eddie Kingston.
Yes.
He just did a match, and I think they're trying to put a program together with him and Pac. That's the way it's looking right now.
That's for the Triple Crown Championship at the Dynasty pay-per-view, right?
Yes, at the Dynasty pay-per-view. Also, before that happens, at Supercard of Honor, Eddie Kingston's also taking on Mark Briscoe, and at Windy City Riot, Gabe Kidd is also versus Eddie Kingston for the NJPW open weight.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, though, like, also, what do you think? I can't believe Finley is out of the New Japan Cup. I mean, he was determined to win it, but because of this visual something, according to there, it was just, oh my god.
Yeah. But I mean,
now because that we have Hiroki Goto versus Yota Tsuji for the finals, which is in about a few hours. I'm going to be watching it.
Well, good for you there, Mr. Japanese Guru.
And
Yep, and the winner will be facing Tetsuya Naito for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. But here's the thing, though. Yota Tsuji is in the same faction with Naito. And Hiroki Goto is Okada's former faction, Chaos.
Yes. Now, I do have a question for you, Phil. What do you think about the whole Jack Perry beef with Tony Khan that's been coming out online from Dave Meltzer? Have you read that? Have you heard what Uncle Dave has been saying?
I didn't hear anything about it. All I know is, like, Jack Perry, whatever Jack Perry's doing in AEW, I'm actually proud of him. You know, I think he's there. I think whatever happens is gonna happen. He's gonna come back to New Japan. You know, never say never. You know, it's probably something just petty. You know, and I can see why he's going with the scapegoat gimmick and everything. You know.
Yeah, but the thing I heard, the thing I read, I'll put it like this: thing I read is Dave Meltzer saying that the reason why Jack Perry's been taken off television is because Tony Khan is pissed at him making him fire CM Punk, and he blames it on him. And I don't know if that's a legit truth.
Well, the thing is, he's been blamed for the fire of CM Punk.
Yeah, he cost that company millions.
Because of what he's all because he said crime, all because he said real glass. Let me check. See this? Real glass. Cry me a river.
Yeah,
that's what I want to
I mean,
yeah, I mean, it's like that. He can't. When a vet, you know, gives you advice that, hey, you shouldn't use real glass in there. I want to get some breakaway stuff. You know,
it said
that's that experience.
Jack Perry decided to be a smartass and everything.
Yeah, I agree.
But here's the thing, though.
What it was, he picked the wrong time to do it. You know, you got a guy that's, you know, he got pissed off because a meeting got canceled, an important meeting. Then he had to do a 5-hour flight. Then there's nobody to pick him up. Then he's pissed off about that. Then he gets to the arena. Then he got some smart ass kid going, look, real glass, cry me a river. And you know,
it was still
funny that screw went, you know.
Yeah, I mean, all the ducks left the pond, and guess who's left? You know.
And here's the
I find it funny that
Samoa Joe was the one that chilled out on that.
And I find it funny that like Samoa Joe talked to him. It was like after everything blew up, he talked to him. He's like, "All right, come on, let's get back out there." You know, he's the one that talked, voice of reason, to get back in the ring.
Now the question. Go ahead.
I still said Punk shouldn't have done that though. He shouldn't have lashed out on Jack though.
Well, it was this powder cake. Like I said, it was all a bunch of little bullshit that was coming up. Then all of a sudden, it's like you got this little smart ass kid is like, hey, look at Crimea River. Then all of a sudden, hey, that screw just went boink.
Okay, you have a point.
Coulda, woulda on it. You know, woulda, shoulda, coulda. You know that's what it is. I've been there. I've been that woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Yeah.
And hell, this is the podcast is what came from it.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, the gentleman in the comments was another. He's had a woulda, shoulda, coulda moment. I was there that night too. Whenever he had one, but you know, it things happen, man. Things escalate, and for that reason, it's because of other people's actions that make you react to a certain way. And I'm not defending myself because
I'm not defending Punk. What he did was stupid, or what Jack Perry did was stupid. It ruined a good show.
And I want to be honest with you. most wrestlers are big ass babies. They are. They're egomaniacs. They want what's theirs, and whenever you take it from them, they lash out the best way they know how.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. My cat likes to get in front of the camera sometimes.
Yeah, you just like to have a cat blocking you, instead of cat block.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, hell, I'm guilty of it.
Yeah.
My ego got the best of me before, and
It happened to me too. It happened to me before I got fired because of it too. Somebody, I was in a bad mood. I was at work. Somebody said something. I was like, "Fuck it,
oh, dude! I got into fights.
it's time to do it."
Welcome to hell, buddy. I can help you get there. One way ticket. You're the only one going.
But anyways,
we're gonna have some fun.
Let's get back to the New Japan Cup. I thought Jack Perry did really good in the tournament, even though he was eliminated by Yota Tsuji.
What about TJP?
TJP did pretty good too. I was surprised he entered because he's originally a junior heavyweight and everything.
He took the place of like you said, brother. Like you said, politics in the locker room can kill a company and ruin somebody's time in the business. 100% agree with that.
Okay.
That's why I don't associate with that company that me and you know each other from. Because of not politics, it was because of this. Well, I'm not going to get into it, but I digress. But anyway, the thing is about TJP being a light heavyweight, he took over Will Ospreay's job as being the leader of
United Kingdom.
But however, Jeff Cobb says he's also trying to be leader of the United Empire as well.
I think it's going to cause a lot of tension to the United Empire because right now you only have 2-3 guys in the United Empire.
Let's see, you have the Great O'Khan.
You got Badman Tito. Bad guy Tito.
Bad guy Tito is TMDK.
That's right. That's my bad. Sorry.
All right, Jeff Cobb, the Great O'Khan, TJP, Francesco Akira, and you also have Hinade.
And what about Aussie?
Aussie Open, they're in AEW though.
But I thought are they signed with AEW or did they sign?
Yeah, they're both signed with AEW. They sold you the UE symbol though.
Aussie. Oi, oi,
oi, oi, oi, oi. No, they sold you the UE symbol though, like this.
Yeah, I know.
It kind of looks like the Assassin's Creed logo almost.
It really does, and I really love the aerial assassin. Hell, if you think about it, Ospreay uses the hidden blade, which is like an Assassin's
Creed.
The
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of the game series. In fact, I pulled this out of storage. If you did, I got this from 2009 from a box set of. I got a statue of Ezio Auditore from this is a statue I got from the Assassin's Creed 2 limited edition. I got about like 15 years ago.
Nice. As you can tell, I got board games behind me, dude. Like board games, Philia, and all kinds of crazy stuff, dude. I got boxes galore.
So my cat finally wants out.
Frosthaven sitting right here to my right. See, Frosthaven.
Everything's displayed somewhere else.
Yeah, I even had my Leon. I even found my Leon S. Kennedy statue from Resident Evil 2 remake up there.
Nice. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff over here to my right, man. I got an R2D2 bucket, popcorn bucket. I got I love my man.
I got the Ant-Man bucket.
I have that bucket. Lights up and everything. It's really cool.
So,
but I got the Optimus Prime bucket too.
What about his Ultra Magnus bucket?
You got an Ultra Magnus bucket?
No, I don't. I'm not really into Transformers, but I was asking if Josh had one.
No, I got the Optimus Prime one. I got that.
What about Rodimus Prime?
Rodimus Prime. well, yeah, they gave it back in 96 or 86.
Yeah, that was 86. Dude, I remember the craziest thing. I was, I think, 11 years old, man. The Jetsons movie came out, and they gave like little figurines when you went to the movie. I got like a little Airway Jetson and a little car thing.
That was Elroy Jackson. That was Elroy. That was that was Crash Holly's nickname from JR.
Yeah, Elroy.
When he was a great 24/7 champion.
No, he was not. He was a great hardcore champion.
24/7 hardcore champion. 24/7 though. That's
No,
what I meant.
you thinking of Crash Holly?
Yeah, Crash Holly. Yeah, I
But,
love Crash Holly. He was awesome, man.
oh, 100%.
I even loved it when the headbangers were wrestling him in the ball pit at one of those fun adventures. It reminded me of something you see on DDT Pro Wrestling, man.
Yeah. And oh, by the way, MT2, if you ever want to come home, dude, just let me know, dude. I could send you an invite through StreamYard and you can join us at any time.
I wouldn't be surprised if Hood Slam did something like that, did a wrestling in a ball pit.
Dude, I see him. Dude, you know,
it's like,
dude,
damn you, Phil.
dude.
Damn you to hell.
Have you
That's
seen
where they
the,
get up to, Mike.
hey, have you seen the stripper match with CM Punk in it? It's
The
CM
what?
Punk and Homicide in a stripper club.
I've seen that. I was like, what the hell was this? Was this IWA Mid South or was this Ring of Honor?
Neither. It was neither, dude. It was like some bump ass indie shit, dude. It was crazy.
This had to
Oh,
be
you're
like
welcome.
early 2001, 2002, 2003 ish.
Yeah, it was way early, dude. I was like, what the fuck?
We're
But,
talking about back when I was in high school early.
dude, it was insane. I was like, when I caught wind of it, I was like, is that CM Punk? And they're like, yeah. I was like, is that what the fuck? Is that Homicide? They're like, yeah. And then there's a stripper dancing, like she still had her clothes on, but she was on the pole. And then Homicide like did a weird ass fucking like he like went sideways on the pole and then landed on CM Punk, and I was like, I'm done. I'm so fucking done.
All right. Can you find that on YouTube?
Yeah, I think you can.
Okay, I gotta check that out.
Up, dude. It was god awful. Homicide versus CM Punk and Homicide versus
F. Jack Perry. Oh, come on. He's doing great over there.
CM Punk versus Homicide in a strip club. And speak some truth. Yeah, it's literally
Punk is the GOAT.
Oh, dude. CM Punk wrestles Homicide in a strip club. FIP Fallout 19. So I guess FIP was part of Ring of Honor at one time, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Your friend Real NT would probably hate me, by the way. I called for CM Punk doing that to Jack Perry when I wasn't thinking about it, a 45-year-old man child. I'm probably gonna get hate.
Did y'all see the Hangman Adam Page interview whenever he was asked about, whenever he retires, of like Sting? Did y'all see that?
No.
It was fucking brutal. I was like, dude, that was a low blow. And it is a low blow, and I'll tell you why it's a low blow. The dude don't even work for the company no more, and you're still lashing out on him. It's kind of a shit move.
Adam Page is doing this?
Oh yeah, dude. I think it was Ariel Homani. It was he was asked that question and he goes, yeah, I just hope one day whenever I'm done wrestling, I don't shit all over the younger wrestlers, and I'm not bitter like some of the older ones are, like some of the older veterans are. I was like, wow, dude, what a douche. And then he was asked,
wow.
I hate to say it, but Ole Anderson was like a lot like that.
Well,
but
true,
the thing was he was basically the one that started all this bullshit.
There was another question that he answered, and I'm gonna get into that in a second because I want y'all to know this side of it too. I haven't found the interview. I just read what I read, and he was asked about the whole shooting on CM Punk. He said that he was trying to talk to CM Punk backstage. CM Punk said, "Hold on, we'll talk about that later." And then when he went out there to confront CM Punk out there in the ring, he shot on him. He's like, "Well, you didn't want to talk about it backstage. Boom, let's talk about it now." And it caught CM Punk off guard, and you've seen the whole well, he shot on me. Like you don't do that on national television. Well, if the man was trying to talk to you, and he even said that he was backstage talking to him, and then he put like hey, we could talk about this later. Okay, cool. Later is in the middle of the ring then, that's the way he took it. Also, in that same aspect, a lot of other wrestlers said the same thing when they tried to talk to CM Punk. He'd always go, I don't have time right now. We'll talk about this later. And he said, and a lot of the younger wrestlers were asking for pointers about different things in their matches, and he would always go, yeah, I'll give you ideas later. I'll give you points later. I'll give you this, that, and the other later. And he said sometimes later never came. And it was always like, it was his cop out, like, I'll deal with it later. Like he
So
had
it's
so much.
so it's basically is there's like I said, there's always two sides of the story.
There's always two sides of the story, but it was also noted that a lot of wrestlers that have also came out and said about CM Punk being a cancer in AEW.
He is a
Jerry,
cancer. The
Jerry
AEW.
and a lot of people, man. But that to me didn't bother me at all because now he's in well, now he's in WWE, and
Apparently, he's trying to start shit with Booker T. I heard.
I don't know.
It's probably just fucking clickbait. I don't know, but if so, Punk needs to go the fuck away.
Well, they did say that he has something in his contract that said that if he fucks up, he's fired.
He's gone.
Yeah,
I'm glad. If he does try anything stupid.
but that's neither here nor there. And I'm going to end it here on this hour, but we're going to continue going. Give me 1 second, man. And I apologize. My throat is killing me. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Is that how you got the job?
I'll never tell.
All right, but anyways, who do you want to win? Who do you want to win, Yota Tsuji or Hiroki Goto for the New Japan Cup?
Go to. Always go to.
Also, I also found out that Stardom, that Mina Shirakawa of Stardom is going to be on did a taping of Ring of Honor, and she faced Anna Jay.
Wow.
I know. They're even doing Joshi, like indie Joshi promotions here in America. Stardom women are. I think that's pretty cool, though.
Now, I have a question for you, gentlemen. The collective is coming around. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that would be true or not. We don't know. That maybe not. Also, you also have to take into consideration of not everything is on the up and up with the elite as well. I mean, they're not innocent by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
And, I mean, they're not. Oh yeah, I wouldn't either. But it never should come to that though. It never should come to that. My situation was I was promised something and never getting it, and then I went from this to this to this to this, and then I got labeled as something totally different, and then I got talked bad about, which we already talked about that, gentlemen. You already know. I already told y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And I had no problem with talking about anything about me ever. And but I never went to that level. But when they went to a level that is unrepairable and so low, what was I to do? Tell the truth. And when you tell the truth and it holds water to this day, and it is the truth, and people can see it, and people have even told me they saw it and come to my defense in it without me even having to go to my defense on my own, because I got told I was lower than low. I'm this, I'm that. You're this. People don't even know me, and that's what all they see, and that's cool. I'm cool with that. But when you see me in public, and you better have that same fucking energy. That's all I'm saying. Because if you don't have that same fucking energy, and you talk shit about me, I'm 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 KOS, buddy. Not kill on sight, knockout on sight. That's what I'm gonna do. I ain't gonna kill you. I'm just gonna knock you out so everybody else can make fun of you. And go, oh, dude, my bad, bro. Nah, man, because I'm not gonna sneak you. I'm gonna let you see me, and I'm gonna walk up to you just like a man, and I'm gonna ask you, where's that energy at? And if you don't give me that energy, you a bitch. And if you do give me that energy, at least you're a man about it. That's where I'm from. I'm old school, bro.
Oh yeah.
You know, and that's where I am when it comes to toxicity. When it comes to that level,
Mhm.
bro, it never has to go
Also,
to a level. It never has to go to a level, that level. But when someone goes to that level with you, you got to meet it, bro. You got to meet it. There is no half-ass in it. There is no half-step in it. You got to be there, or you don't need to be there, and you don't need to be saying nothing. You need this fucking alligator mouth needs to be shut. All this,
so what do you
no.
guys think of the latest episodes of Dark Side of the Ring? By the way,
Yeah, you know what? That's I haven't been watching them. So
oh,
Oh,
dude, they are so good. I watched tonight was the premiere of the Terry Gordy episode from the
Bam,
Fabulous Freebirds, and,
Bam
and
oh,
the
Bam.
other one before was, huh?
Bam
Yeah,
Bam
Bam
Gordy.
Terry Gordy. Yeah, and the first one was of John Tent.
John Tenta, yeah, earthquake,
Yeah,
yeah.
John Tent, yeah, okay, Earthquake, also known as Golga of the Oddities. And the second one was Buff Bagwell. That was actually a more happy one.
Well, I'm gonna stop you on that right there. Did y'all ever see the ICP with Booker T interview? Well, not
No, I
ICP,
haven't.
Violent J with Booker T about him going to trying to be in the Hall of Fame. Well, ICP being in the Hall of Fame this year.
Oh
Really?
God.
Dude, there's a big petition. There's like several 100,000 people have already signed this thing. I don't know
They,
how
I think
crazy.
ICP should be in the Hall of Fame.
yeah, I agree.
They've done a lot for pro wrestling. They even wrote us. They even collaborated with Jim Johnson for the Oddity song.
I mean, they started their own promotion. Heck, they were in ECW, WCW,
JCW.
WWF. You know,
Yeah,
They were NWA. Unfortunately, they also worked with GCW recently.
yes, and other indies as well. Hell, they were even showing the TNA crowd several times.
Hell, I'd love to see them in AEW. That'd be awesome.
It would be, but now here's the crazy part, bro. Booker T was asking him about the Golga situation, and he was like, "Dude, Golga was the man. You know, like when we were in WWF, all we were there for was the rapping. That's all we were there for." And we're like, "Hey, we can wrestle." They're like, "Really? What can you do?" Like, we can do shit, you know. And he said like before they were rappers, they were actual um trying to be wrestlers. He said
Indie
that
wrestlers.
yeah. And he said we took bookings all over the place, and he said we quit taking them because people would see us without our face paint on and take pictures of us. They should not be in the WWE Hall of Fame. There's a 50 there is a double-sided edge sword to that, and I'll agree with that. But at the same token, they should be and they shouldn't be because of they brought a lot of fan flair to the wrestling business, and I'm talking
Because
about
of that, because
huge.
of them, a lot of juggalos are also pro wrestling fans.
but
Yeah,
then again,
it's true.
you got to throw in the argument. Donald Trump's in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Ah, man, but
Oh
you also
God,
got Mike
don't have a
Tyson in the
fit
Hall of
about
Fame.
that. Jim Cornette.
I mean,
I saw his rant about ICP.
I mean, Donald Trump's in the WWE Hall of Fame. Pete
So
Rose is in the Hall of Fame. Or at least he is in the Hall of Fame. So
yeah, Bob Euchre's in the Hall of Fame. You know,
Bob
Hell,
Uecker,
Jimmy Superfly Snuka's in the Hall of Fame.
yeah, they have removed him.
well, the reason they couldn't remove Jimmy Superfly Snuka, he was never found guilty of anything. Even after his death, they just stopped.
Yeah, well, because they died. They couldn't charge. They can't have a trial for a man that's dead.
Well, they do it for Jack the Ripper all the time.
No more mock trials now.
They're theoretic. Those trials are theoretical.
Yeah, theoretical, still whatever. I mean, hell, dude. All right, so you're saying that Jared for the foot long subway dude? Let's just say that he wasn't found guilty or anything, and he died. You don't think they'd actually bring up charges against him and find him guilty for shit he did? Come on now, be real.
I don't know.
Hell, Chris Benoit. What about that dude?
He should not be in the Hall of Fame.
No. Hear me out. Okay, hear me out. He should never be in the Hall of Fame. Correct me if I'm wrong. Never.
Never.
Okay.
Not gonna happen.
Okay. But I don't want him in the Hall of Fame. But what about his trial? They said he was guilty of murder.
Well, he was flat out guilty of murder. I mean,
There's
But
a lot of evidence pointing
But
to
there
his
was no trial.
murder,
But
dude.
there was no trial, bro. No trial.
well, there was no trial because he
dead.
killed himself. Yeah.
The case
You
is
see my point
closed
there.
to this day.
Or
I mean,
what's the term? What's the term they say they can't? What we got? I forget. We got to be careful what we say on YouTube. So
Allegedly.
well, no, it's not allegedly. He said he
lost himself.
There's certain terminology we got to work on that.
He basically took his own. He took his own life.
Yeah, took his own life.
Yeah, he took his own life
Self-deleted.
after.
There you go, self-deleted.
Wow, I like that.
Delete.
So, how do y'all feel about Brock Lesnar being introduced back to the WWE roster page?
I could really care less, to be honest. I care if he was fired, canceled. Because I'm just not a fan of Brock Lesnar.
I'm not a fan of Brock Lesnar, but you can't ignore his body of work.
No,
because everything is still hearsay. You can't throw him under the bus yet. Can't throw him under the bus yet.
There's not enough evidence of who that wrestler is to be honest. So that's why they're being careful about it.
Yeah. But I mean, they let him back on the roster page. Number one, number two, are they going to actually undelete him so you can play with him on the game now?
Yeah.
Think so? Think that's the next step?
Possibly.
So do you think at Mania we might get Braun Breaker versus Brock Lesnar?
Possibly.
Oh, well, him actually coming back? No, I don't think he ain't coming back. But I think whatever's left out there for his payday is that's it. And then his career's done. His career's done. It's like whatever's left. I was like, sell his T-shirts. Release the game with him in it, and it's like pay him his royalties. Then
agreed.
Then after that, it's like, yeah, he's done. He's done.
The thing is though, you have Brock Lesnar, man. It's one of the biggest names ever in the history of wrestling. People say, well, he was never bigger than Hulk Hogan. Oh, he was never bigger than Ric Flair. He was never bigger than. That's fine. But name another badass motherfucker who went to the UFC and won their heavyweight title, and then went back to the WWE. And
he also basically caused New Japan Pro Wrestling a lot of trouble too during his time off in WWE.
Yeah, I mean,
because he wanted that WWE treatment and be like, no, you get your ass out there and wrestle.
They're like, fuck you, and return that belt. It also had Kurt Angle had to help get that belt back.
Oh, speaking of which, I came across some fun stuff over the weekend. We're having a South Alabama Mobile Comic-Con that's here in Mobile, which I find very, very interesting. And guess who's going to be one of the guys here?
Who?
Kurt Angle.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So my thing is on that is awesome. And I asked around about certain things, and I found out that it wasn't funded or being held by the people that do another situation here. So I'm like, yeah, they'll be getting my money 100%. Even if I can't go, I'll be sure to give them my money.
It's like, I'm going to meet Kurt Angle.
It's out of spite. It really is at this point. It's out of fucking spite. And just to prove a fucking point, because I'm not petty, but it's throwing my weight around a little, if you know what I mean.
Let's see. What am I going to be doing this weekend? I'm
going to be working.
GCW is what you're going to be doing because I can't watch GCW this weekend.
Actually, this weekend I am going to be working at the what we got is a Days of the Dead horror con.
Nice.
So what you getting me? What you getting me, man?
Shoot, what money you gonna send me to get you something?
I'll give you this GCW untainted turnbuckle.
Oh yeah. Speaking of conventions, I'm going to Free Comic Book Day on the first Saturday of May. That's going to be one of my favorite days off. And there's a lot of good cosplays on those times too.
Almost speaking about this too. Speaking of Free Comic Book Day, there has been a rumor. I don't know how true it is that Jerry the King Lawler is trying to actually get a comic book funded by himself.
He's always been a fan of comic books and everything. You know, he's a huge Superman fan.
He's done a lot of covers. We know that he's done a lot of covers. But here I've read that he's wanting to actually do a whole book.
I don't know about that. He's actually a pretty good artist too.
Huh?
He's a pretty good comic book artist too.
Oh, dude, he's a great comic book artist. I'll throw him up there with some of the greats, man. Adam Hughes. Shit. I mean, he's good. Damn it, he's damn good. I love me some Jake.
AJ Lee's written a few comic books herself for Wonder Woman for DC Comics. He's pretty good too.
And CM Punk wrote and colored in some Thor
and
Hulk. What?
Drax the Destroyer.
Yeah, wasn't it Hulk too? Didn't he do some Hulk too?
I think so. So
I mean, yeah.
I mean, hell, he's definitely a huge Marvel fan. I mean, look. His quote when he gets the ring. Yep, from the thing of the Fantastic Four.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, he even has one of my favorite drinks on his arm, Pepsi, bro. I mean, hell, we all know I'm a Pepsi guy here, you know.
Oh yeah. Speaking of comic books, look what I found in my storage.
Is that mine?
What is it?
No, it's your mother's.
Oh, dude, that's terrible, bro. I would never go there. I would never go there.
I can't see his little football helmet.
Looks like RoboCop.
It's the Crow.
Put the light on it.
Oh, it's the Crow. Is that the trade paperback?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
one dedicated to Brandon Lee.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, Batman is the GOAT. In my personal opinion, Aquaman is the GOAT. And that's all I'm going to say. And I'm talking pre-52.
I actually have a few of the original Batman comic reprints from the 1930s. I even got Judge Dredd.
Oh, dude, Judge Dredd is awesome. Judge Dredd happened in what, the 60s, I think, 60s and 70s.
70s.
Yeah.
Oh, Judge Dredd?
Yeah, late 70s.
No, Judge Dredd didn't come out to like
the
80s.
Comic books.
Yeah, it came out a comic book like an 80, like
when the Dark Horse originally released it. No,
it was like 2080.
Yeah,
2080.
See, man, we're getting way off topic here, bro. Way off topic.
Okay,
now if we're going to be talking about comic books all night, dude, I got a shit ton behind me. I got a shit ton to my left.
Let's do it for another.
Go back to wrestling.
Oh, I got some stuff up there. And speaking of comic books, I can get my buddy in here that does his own comic book. His name is LP, and he's amazing.
I got a buddy of mine that does comic books too. So
and we need to get them together, and they'll make a great comic book together, and that'll be epic.
All right, let's go back to wrestling.
All right, so we got AEW Big Business.
That was a good one.
Well, I'm going to say this. Wrestling-wise, it was a great show. Wrestling-wise.
I didn't agree. I didn't agree with
the part. It's like like the beginning got the huge pop, but she cannot do promos. She's not
Mercedes.
Yeah, Mercedes. That was the biggest flop I've seen. It is like, wow, they got like the biggest homecoming rave and everything, and it's like, yeah, you can't do promos.
She's all right.
Wrestling wise, perfect. She's a great wrestler. Don't get me wrong. She can perform like with the best. She can't talk. That's why she don't say nothing in Mandalorian.
She should have Stokely Hathaway. She should have Stokely Hathaway. Be your voice piece.
No.
What's wrong with Stokes, man?
Hold on, man. Hold on. Before we go any further in this whole tyrant of talking about big business, okay?
Okay.
Why did you have the main event, the opener?
They do that all the time. That's what drives me. It drives me nuts at AEW. They have them all the time. They have like the main event that should be something that should be the main event first. It drives me nuts all the time.
Oh, like they did with Bryan Danielson versus Omega at
that was understandable. Neither one of them have the title.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, fucking Samoa Joe and what was the fucking first one? It was Samoa Joe and Wardlow, ain't it?
Wardlow.
Yeah.
It made no sense, man.
No, man, that was the main event.
It was a clean victory, and again, made no sense. None. It was a rush. It was like you said, it felt like Mercedes Moné or Sasha Banks, whatever you want to call the lady, went way over her time and was still trying to get that pop, that whatever she was trying to grab with the Eddie.
She was trying to get that. She was trying to get that CM Punk chant,
and she wasn't getting it, dude.
And she wasn't.
There wasn't no way in hell she was going to get it. And no offense to the Beantown. I mean, I get that's her hometown. I get it.
Yeah.
But she just wasn't going to get that pop. I mean, everybody knows that.
Yeah.
I knew that. And the CEO chant, that's badass in my opinion. It's way better than what she got a reaction in New Japan when she showed up.
Mm-hmm.
But
and
this is my personal.
After that CEO chant, it was like
it was. And dude, what was up with the lingerie she was wearing in the middle of the ring after she dropped the coat? Like, why?
She's trying to look like $1 million, man.
I mean, is she trying to look like a rap artist or is she trying to look like a wrestler?
She's both.
Yes.
Don't forget her cousin is Snoop Dogg.
Well, we know this. I mean, yeah, I get that, but
Yeah, it was. That was the biggest flop of that. So, yeah, that was the only thing. But other than that, the rest of the show, like I said, you start off with the main event. It was the main event.
Look. This is the way it looked like to me. You started with the main event and you ended with the opener.
Yeah. No, I would say that what was it? The last match was Willow Nightingale and Riho. That should have been like
the opener,
second to the last.
Nope.
Probably like the second main event, but I guess they wanted women, which is the main event. Which I understand. Don't get me wrong, Rio and
I agree, bro.
Willow Nightingale are both great wrestlers. Don't get me wrong; they're great. Those women are both great wrestlers.
But that should not have been the main event. It was like that.
No. It shouldn't even been that. It was an opener. I'm gonna tell you why it was the opener. I'm gonna tell you why. What kind of storyline were they trying to tell? What storyline was told there? I'll wait.
Nothing.
I think there was kind of a storyline between,
Willow and Mercedes.
Stokely Hathaway, and Oscar Statlander, and they're trying to I don't know what they're basically trying to. Basically, it caused a stir between them. I think Stokely Hathaway. That's the story. And they're trying to make Willow heel.
But he didn't do anything in that match. Zero. He had zero effect in that match. Zero.
He should have.
Yeah.
But the thing is, at the end of the match, you have Julia Hart and Sky Blue show up, which, in my opinion, should never be Sky Blue anymore. It should be
Sky Black. We get it.
Yes. Yes, and it should be that way, 100%. Like Sky Black, whatever you want to call her. And the reason, Black Hearts, yeah, I like that too. Because of the fact, and this is my only reason I say this, is the reason why it should have been the opener is there's really no story there.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing there. There was no.
Well, it couldn't really be the opener because you'd had. They had Monet come out, then they got to have that match, and they have her come out again and interfere. So it would have made
She
no
didn't even
sense.
interfere. She didn't interfere in that match. She just gave the Willow Nightingale and gave her the ring at the end of the night. Just gave her the ring, which you could have done that in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You could have had that match, her come out, boom, and at the end of the night, come back out again. Easy, easy, easy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. It could have all been done easier. It could have been done better. And then you had the main event at the main event. Done. But then you had the Will Ospreay thing. And then you had the FTR thing. And then it was a cluster, man. It was like everything was rushed and off pace for like the whole night. Everything just felt like
but it didn't feel rushed. I'll tell you what, because every match was
good.
Every
It was
match.
good.
Every
It was
match.
good. They were good because AEW does really good wrestling.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking
Oh
that.
yeah.
The story that Will Ospreay told about, I am the reason, bro. That right there makes me want to watch the pay-per-view for him and Bryan Danielson.
Oh yeah.
And then the interview I read about Bryan Danielson saying that he doesn't want a title in AEW because he wants
That's
to get
selfless.
dude. I love it.
You don't want it.
And he said that CM Punk was like, I'm gonna try to get back to the younger generation. Was he really? Why did he need the
No,
title?
he was
Why did he need
selfish.
the title?
He was an arrogant little cock stain.
He didn't need the title. He didn't need that.
Pardon my French if I said that.
Yeah, it don't matter. But anyway, it didn't matter. He didn't need the title. And then you have what Bryan Danielson said in an interview. Like I used to want to kick their fucking heads in. That's all I want to do is kick their fucking heads in.
He just wants to wrestle. He just wants to bring up the best wrestler out of the young talent. He wants to mold them, mind them, and grind their little bones with his technical style.
I'm a big fan of it, dude. I'm a huge fan of that. I'm a huge.
Bryan Danielson is one of the most selfish professional wrestlers on the face of the earth. I mean, he put over Zack Sabre Jr. at Wrestle Kingdom.
100%.
No, wait, that was Okada. He did. It was at the second show he put over Zack Sabre Jr. Now Zack Sabre Jr. is the best technical wrestler in the world for beating Danielson.
Yeah, but that wasn't at a Forbidden Door. That was at a New Japan show.
Yeah, it was at the next Japan show. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
But so far the big business. But that was the downside of it. Is that her promo work is not good.
It was like she was accepting. I like how real it was, though. I liked how she was accepting an Academy. It looks like she was accepting an Academy Award, though.
I didn't buy into any of her shit. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't buy into any of it, especially when she said, Eddie, call Eddie, and I'm like, what? Like
Eddie Guerrero.
I get it, but why even go there?
Yeah.
Did she really need to go there?
No.
I mean, that was not it. It wasn't necessary. It wasn't needed. She should have ended when she came out and said, well, I'm here to show the girls who the real CEO is. Boom. Done. Drop mic. Go home. I would have been like, you know what? I'm sold. Can't wait for the first match. Nope. You went on a 5-minute diatribe of why the fuck are you still talking?
Yeah. That's what killed it.
She's not a talker like she was in WWE.
I heard Jim Cornette bash.
Even in WWE, she wasn't even a talker.
But she was a better talker in WWE because it was more real. Everything she did was more real. Here it
More
just
scripted.
But here it just felt like I want to go out here and thank my fans. Like I'm like you said, accepting an Academy Award for what? What did you do? What have you done lately? You hadn't done shit. You were injured for almost a whole year. You haven't really wrestled a lot. You got hurt. You lost your title to the Willow Nightingale.
No, she lost it to Mai Iwatani.
No, she lost her title to Willow Nightingale.
No. You're talking about the New Japan Strong title. She lost the IWGP Women's Championship to Mai Iwatani.
Yeah, you're right. I had my.
She was supposed to win the Strong Championship, but she put over Nightingale because she got injured.
That's 100%. Because Willow Nightingale was the first Strong.
Yeah, and then she lost it to Julia. And now Stephanie Vaquer is the New Japan Strong Women's Championship now.
Now, I wanted to say something on this. I read something else that's kind of crazy and it kind of messed with my head a little bit. I'm a big NWA fan, not said anyone ever, but there is a guy there that I'm really been watching. His name is Silas. He's the guy who has a mullet. Huh?
What's his name?
Silas.
I thought you were about to say Silas Young, the last real male.
Dear God, no.
I like Silas Young, though. He's good, though.
I like Silas Young, too, man. Silas Mason. I really liked him. He relinquished his NWA national title. And earlier, actually today. This is new. Silas Mason relinquishes NWA national title. New champion to be crowned at NWA Hard Times.
What did he do?
On the March 19th episode of NWA Power, Hillbilly Silas Mason relinquished the NWA National Heavyweight Championship and stated that he was coming after EC3's world title. Billy Corgan then announced that a tournament would crown the new champion. 8 men will compete in a series of 4 singles matches, leading to a 4-way match for the gold at Hard Times. Virtual, Tom Latimer, Magic Jake Dumas, Carson Drake, AJ Kazana, Lake Troop, Brian Idol, and Zion were announced for the tournament. In the main event of Power, Troop beat Idol to qualify for the title match.
Cody Rhodes should have held on to the Hard Times copyright.
I agree. Mason had held the NWA held the title since NWA 75 on August 26, 2023. He won the vacant championship by defeating JR, Kratos, and Odin. NWA taped Hard Times on March 2nd, 2024. It will air on future episodes of NWA Power. WrestleZone will provide more information as it becomes available.
Okay. Because every time I think of Hard Times, it makes you think of Dusty Rhodes promo, not that paper, not NWA.
I agree. So, yeah.
Hard Times, baby.
We don't know Hard Times, baby.
So Hard Times.
Hard Times when you get locked, you get retired. All you get is a watch for 30 years for working at a factory to be replaced by a computer.
That's terrible, man. I mean, you have one of the best guys, Silas Mason. I'm a big fan of Silas Mason. And now he's doing things at Hard Times now that has already been done since March 4th. What's NWA doing?
Nothing.
Founder. They're almost as bad as another company here in Alabama. But I digress. But
then you got Collision. I just finished watching Collision.
I didn't watch Collision. I'm gonna be honest.
It was really good.
I want to send something very heartfelt. My best friend's dad passed away last week. He passed away over the age. I think he was 82.
Oh wow.
They put him to rest yesterday. For the man.
Oh, bless you.
And, I'm happy for him not to be hurting anymore. Great guy. I met him a couple times when I was living, and mine was still with all his senses. That's the reason why I didn't really watch a lot of wrestling. Number one, I was trying to be a good friend to him and let him have his space. Asking me like, "Hey man, you want anything? You need anything?"
Did you guys see Serena Deeb wrestle this weekend? I know you have because you're sorry about your. Oh, my bad, Mike.
Oh, you're good. You're good, man. You're good. But yeah, it just yeah. But you know, it's been a rough weekend, man. It's been a rough week, and today was just the icing on the cake for the good news, I guess I would say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sorry about you didn't rent that, man.
Yeah.
So at Collision, didn't Serena Deeb wrestle this weekend?
She wrestled on, I think it was Ring of Honor.
No, I thought she wrestled on Collision though. But I heard she has her eyes on Mercedes Moné though. That'll be a good feud. The woman of 1,000 holds. It was given to her because of Dean Malenko. The professor versus the CEO. I would love to see that.
I would too. I think it'd be a great match.
I think
Before-
I think Sasha Banks. I mean, Mercedes can work on her promos, but other than that, she's a great wrestler. She's great in the
They
ring.
probably already wrestled before.
I think they did, and I don't know. I don't think they did. I think Serena Deep was already out of WWE whenever.
Yeah, if I'm correct, around 2015, her supposedly retirement show was at Korakuen Hall in Japan. According to what I watched in an interview that she did with RJ City and on Hey EW.
Yeah.
I even saw his interview with Shibata. That one was hilarious too.
What's up with the hate on that, dude? What's up with the
Nothing.
hate on there's some
RJ
hate
City?
no, not with him. With Shibata versus Danielson. People were bitching about that, saying that, well, he's doing all this, that, and the other, but he never did that in WWE. And I'm like, it's a different style, man. Two different companies, two different styles.
It's a more technical style that you. It was a technical style I've seen him do. Like I've seen this in WCW. It's a more technical style. That's what it was. That's what I love about it.
But and
And
speaking of,
Shibata, you had to be careful with Shibata because of that head injury he got from Okada about 7 years ago.
yeah, true story. And what about Collision? Was there anything notable on Collision there, Josh?
It was actually it was actually a very good show. Very good show. Hold on, me get the results. Like I said, I just watched it right before we went on.
Okay.
So, all right, collision results. Good old Bleacher. All right, so the match. Okay, the one match that stood out was Kyle O'Reilly coming back.
That was a good one.
Going against the bounty hunter Brian Keith. That was a very awesome match. Very, very good technical match, and it was good to see that he finally coming back to wrestling.
What do you think about his long hair? I think it looks good on Kyle.
He's going for some kind of homeless look now. I don't know what.
It looks like Jeremy. It looks like the guy from Mallrats.
Wow,
You know what I'm talking about? The guy who played T.S. Quint.
Wow, he does look like Jeremy London.
Now,
I've met him before.
Here's what they did. They put the main event again. Bryan Danielson versus Shibata.
Yes.
Very, very awesome match. Very straight up banger. They were beating the crap out of each other. They were having a ball. So then you had Daniel Garcia going against Lee Moriarty, and
how good was that?
That was a pretty awesome match too.
Daniel Garcia winning, I'm assuming.
Yes, he went over. Also, Bryan Danielson did win over Shibata. But yeah, the next match was Daniel Garcia goes Lee Moriarty. Daniel Garcia won. And what was next? Brian Keith and Kyle O'Reilly. And Kyle O'Reilly won it.
With no help. With no help.
No help. All him.
No help at all.
And then it was Julia Hart going against Trish Adora.
Yeah, Trish Adora.
Don't sleep on Trish Adora. Never sleep on that woman. That woman has some really, really, really good. Her move.
Trish Adora has a lot of potential.
Yeah, I mean, it was a quick squash match on that one.
Julia Hart go over, I'm assuming. Well, yeah.
Yes.
Champion.
Because the winner of that match went to Black. It was a Black House of Black rules. So whoever won couldn't be at the side of their the team at the main event.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Speaking of like women's wrestling, I found out one of our favorites, Billy Starks, is going to be at the Joshi thing with a lot of the Stardom wrestlers.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
She's going to be at the show this weekend too, from what I understand.
Billy Starks is. I have a feeling she's going to win that Ring of Honor Television Championship.
That'd be great. That would be awesome for her because
I mean, she is one of Athena's. One of Athena's top minions.
She is it. She is the minion. She is the minion in training.
And her fans are the minions. We're all minions.
Is Athena
We're all
still
minions.
Ring of Honor?
Yes.
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 Hey, Hulk Hogan has his Hulkamaniacs. The Rock has the people. Christian has his peeps. And Test had his testicles.
Never repeat that. Never repeat that. That's terrible. That's gone.
1, 2, 3.
You have to admit, though, Rosie was the SHIT. That was pretty funny, too.
2-minute warning, babe. 2-minute warning.
3-minute warning.
Is it 3-minute warning?
Yep.
Rosie and Jamal.
Yep. AKA, may they both rest in peace. But also, like I said, I like how Athena calls her fans the minions. I like that. I can see T-shirts.
It's cute.
Surprised there ain't a t-shirt out anyways.
Speaking of cute shirts, this is a cute shirt from a local Canadian wrestler. Local Canadian. You like how I said that? Local Canadian.
You know, they also make cute shirts. ELP. He was also another Canadian wrestler.
You see that though? The Skittle Club.
Yep.
Skittle Club.
Mm-hmm. It's a Canadian wrestler, as I call them, the Northern Mexicans.
Northern Mexicans. Yeah, there you go. Laurel Cassidy tastes the rainbow.
I think Jack Perry should definitely get a teacher of his own if he can trademark the term Crimea River. He already trademarked the term scapegoat.
Why not, dude? Why not?
It would sell T-shirts. That Crimea River, it pissed off CM Punk fans like crazy. They wore at it.
Dude, it pissed off CM Punk fans whenever he showed up in New Japan. Boo! Why do you do that? Like,
exactly.
It don't matter. He's in another company. He's not getting his release from AEW. He's Tony Khan's not letting him go. Good job. And Matt Hardy's been politicking to get Jeff Hardy released from his contract whenever his ends. Mm-hmm. But I have a question about that. Do you think WWE will hire them back?
No.
No, well, this was the Hardys. This was supposed to be their retirement run, but you know,
it didn't work that way.
Yeah,
because of Jeff Hardy's DUI. And it also didn't help that Tony Khan was overexposing Jeff Hardy.
I don't think he did that. I don't think he did that part, but I do believe Jeff Hardy's DUI really, really hurt his run or their run for any.
Well, those matches didn't help either, though.
Well, the thing was that they were on the run for the titles. I mean, what was it? I think like before he had his DUI, I think they had a title match, right? It.
Hell, they even had a match against the Bucks, which they won.
Yeah, and then DUI happened, and then poof, their everything happened. And I get what Matt Hardy's been saying, you know, what the past is the past. But how many times do we need to stop and start, dude? Like literally, I'm not trying to defend, or I'm not trying to insult him at all.
But, I'm not trying to defend it. I love the Hardys. Don't get me wrong.
I do too, man. And the bad thing about it is, they did it. Well, let me phrase that. Matt didn't do it to himself. Jeff made Matt look like a liar, though. That I will say.
He made Matt look like a dumbass.
Yeah,
he vouched for Jeff.
There's only so many times you can say sorry, man. And it's like,
this one, I hate to say it. This one lies on Matt's shoulders. This one's on Matt's shoulders too.
Except for what happened right now with the match with him against Sammy Guevara. Sammy has like the worst luck with fucking the Hardys. But
Andrade El Idolo. Well, actually, him and Matt have actually they're actually on good terms now.
Yeah, and Matt even said it was just in the heat of the moment. You know, things happen.
Mhm.
That's all. I mean, things happen, and he's okay. I mean,
Mhm.
things happen.
Even Jeff
Accidents
was
happen.
even Jeff was not really upset about what Sammy did. The old people are mad about it.
It
Like,
was it was an
you
accident.
like
It's
the
not,
WWE, AEW are not safe.
So,
but as far as they get in there, yeah, they get the release, maybe do a couple indie shows, then then finally right off into the sunset like you was planning to do.
go
Oh,
out on
yeah,
a GCW high. I think
probably
GCW.
they're having a tag match, team ladder match for the tag championships at WrestleMania this year.
Before we get that far, hold on a minute. Let's talk about the Reby Hardy, Matt Hardy situation.
No, I'm
Oh,
talking about that's the thing. A lot of people rumor think they're going to be in it.
Maybe.
okay. So wait,
Oh,
what?
Reby Hardy, Matt Hardy situation. I mean, their marriage is kind of in the shitter right now.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
right.
So this is what I've read, and this is what I've looked into. Do y'all remember back in the day whenever the Matt Hardy version 1 showed up at WWE and was promoting the Ring of Honor show? Interrupted a whole
1.0.
Raw, interrupted a Raw show and went after Edge whenever Edge and Lita were in the middle of the ring, and security escorted Matt out of the ring. Y'all remember that episode?
Oh, I mean back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
Okay. Does it or does it not seem like a little bit of the same issue but reversed now
Oh, or
because
Matt cheating
all
on Reby, or Matt cheated on Reby this time.
yeah. Know what
Hmm.
y'all think?
Wow.
Matt's
History
great,
repeats.
right? Matt is great, right? He's a great storyteller. Correct me if I am wrong. But does this or does this not scream, hey, Adam Copeland, I got you. And then it didn't happen. And then it went out like the Edge and Christian thing. And so I think earlier this month, he posted a picture of him and her hanging out together. And then yesterday at Raw, he showed a picture of him and his wife hanging out together at Raw. Like, come on, man. You have to read in between. Like, we're talking about Matt Hardy here. He's in love with his wife. He's even stated it numerous times. He's in love with
He's
his wife.
telling story. He's telling a storyline.
Dude, oh hell yes,
Hmm.
hell yes. He's a
He's probably
genius.
telling the story saying he might go back to W. I think he's going to resign with AEW.
Yeah.
Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. To me, Matt Hardy seems like the guy that wants to blur some lines and make it so real that whenever he's doing something so courageous and so out of the box, so not, he reminds me of, and you're probably gonna hate me for saying this, he reminds me of a Kevin Sullivan, dude.
Oh yeah, I remember on Instagram. You know what it's like to be Matt Hardy.
You don't know what it's like to be Matt Hardy. How else are you going to make people believe in you?
Hmm.
Make them hate you. Make them second guess you. Make them think like, oh, AEW is such a bad place, and he wants out and he wants to go back to WWE. And then you got commentators at WWE speaking the Hardy Boy's name and doing this and doing that. What if it's a big swerve?
Hmm.
Hmm.
What if it's more than what we're looking at, like from the side picture? What if,
Overanalyzing it.
dude, I mean, we're overanalyzing something that Matt Hardy is a genius when it comes to this shit. I mean, look at what he did with the woke gimmick. Look what he did with the broken gimmick.
The Broken gimmick was epic.
What about the version 1, right?
Version 1.0, that was one of my favorites.
I mean, dude, and he had some of the best runs in WWE as version 1.0. Didn't he hold
It was
didn't he have the cruiserweight title at that time?
it was a great mid card in when he went solo in SmackDown.
He didn't need to have the title, man. He didn't need to be pushed as a main eventer.
Hmm.
If you think about it, the Hardys were the new Rockers. Matt Hardy was Marty Jannetty. Jeff
Hmm.
Hardy was Shawn Michaels.
Oh yeah.
and that's just the way it is. And people can sit there and say, "Well, how can you say that?" Well, think about it. Who had the better singles run? Hardy, Jeff Hardy, or Matt Hardy? Jeff Hardy. Why? Because he held the title on numerous occasions. Matt Hardy held what? An Intercontinental, maybe some cruiserweight.
Yeah, yeah. Jeff was the heavyweight champion, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he beat CM Punk twice. And then the final match that he lost to CM Punk in a cage match on SmackDown, and then the very next Monday he was on TNA Impact.
Climbing on a cage.
Yep, the D20 as I like to call it,
Hmm.
the Thunderdome, whatever the hell you want to call it, the big gigantic, the motorcycle ball.
Yeah.
If you go to a damn
Oh,
circus,
yeah.
that's all it is, a big ass gigantic motorcycle ball. I mean, there's all kinds of crazy stuff that's happened with their careers, man. And you have all these great things, and but is it a facade or is it a work or is it legit? We'll never know until it happens with whatever Matt and Jeff decide to do.
Hmm.
Me personally, I'm thinking that it's a work. It's been a work. It's going to be a work, and that's all there is to it because it's only dirt sheets reporting it. Dave Meltzer being one of them. I consider him a dirt sheet writer now because all he does is shit post. I mean, literally, name one thing he said in the past 6 months that you're like, oh, that's a shit post. Tell me one that wasn't.
I agree.
All right, now another story before we get back to Collision. What do y'all think about the Bray Wyatt story being told on Peacock on April 1st?
I like it.
Yes. It's kind of
Oh.
bullshit they're not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but
What do you guys think about Buff Bagwell? Get. You guys check out the Dark Side of the Ring, please do.
okay.
I was a huge fan of Buff Bagwell, Marcus Alexander Bagwell back.
Same here, man. Especially his. I was sad when Judy died, though. Dude, I was sad when I found out Judy died. I love that woman.
Dude, and the crazy part about it is Buff Bagwell or Marcus Alexander Bagwell, whatever you want to call him, he was great with the alpha males with Scotty Riggs.
I'm glad Scotty's doing okay too, because he was in bad shape for quite a while too.
Yeah, and
I love what DDP did for Jake Stick Roberts, Scott Hall. He did the same thing for Mick Foley as well.
dude, did you see the Butterbean story? Holy fuck, bro!
Oh yeah,
he helped Butterbean.
Dude,
Butterbean is fucked up, man.
And he helped Butterbean lose all that weight, dude. He's under 300 pounds right now, and he wants one more match, bro.
So let me guess, DDP is the wrestling yoga guru.
He's the wrestling fountain of youth, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look what he is. Look what he did. Look what he did to Scotty Riggs and Buff. Buff looks like he's back to normal somewhat, even though he's aged some, but looks great for his age.
And he's still ripped, dude. He's still got the physique, man. Well, he did gain a lot of weight. He did gain a lot of weight.
Oh God. He's even still got on good terms with his ex-wives. That just shows how much Buff is a good guy.
I never doubted how good of a person Buff Bagwell was. It was always the drugs, man. And he even stated that in numerous interviews why he was never pushed the way Scott Norton or Scott Steiner or DDP or Booker T. He was on painkillers for his neck. He was on painkillers for his back.
Oh, you're talking about that Steiner Bulldog you took from Rick Steiner back in '98? Dude,
that was a legit bump that took him out of took years off his life, man.
Oh, I know. I remember seeing that. I was like, oh my God. And I remember he didn't start wrestling. It took a year off his career and everything. And he didn't start back wrestling until like 1999.
And then he wrestled down here in Mobile several times.
I loved watching him wrestle. He was just awesome to wrestle. I even loved his theme music. When he was kicked out of the NWO, I loved when he made fun of Scott Steiner.
Every
the
dude, that's awesome. Everybody made
the,
fun of Scotty, dude. I
the
mean, Scott
big
Steiner is a
bad
clap
doo
back.
doo daddy. Instead of said booty daddy, said doo doo daddy.
The big bad dude.
Dude. And Buff, man, Buff was one of those characters that you fell in love with because he made you want to see what he was going to do next.
He was entertaining. Buff was very entertaining in the ring. You know, like he had that showmanship and the look and everything. He had that athleticism too.
There's a lot of the new guys, man, that's coming in that do the same stuff, man, that have a lot of the same charisma as Buff did, and one of them being Blake Christian. People are like, oh man, he's too small. Oh, he can't do this. Oh, he can't do that. Bro, every time he's in the wrestling ring, you're like, what's he gonna do next? Oh, dude, that was raunchy. Oh, dude, why are you doing that? Okay, cool. And then you just fall in love with it. Like everything he does, it's like watching Will Ospreay every time he wrestles. You know, it's like you fall in love with it, dude. Everything he does, it's methodical. It has a reason. Everything he does, everything's a reason. Everything's set up.
Dude, I even follow him on my Instagram. He even liked my comment when I said, "I'm
Good
glad you're
Buff.
doing better." Yes, that
Great
really
guy.
made me feel happy.
Great guy. My ex-wife had a picture with him at a furniture store in North Alabama. I've met him several times here, and great dude, man.
He seems like a really nice guy.
He wanted to give back so much, man, but his body wouldn't let him. He even stated that in several interviews, like he wanted to give so much back to the business, and he still has so much here, not necessarily physically wise, but he has so much here that he can give to the actual business that people don't even want to listen to. Hell, from what I understand, like he booked some matches on Nitro back in the day, and to me,
I wouldn't
dude,
be
that's
surprised if he
awesome.
has a good mind for the business.
He's great, dude. And hell, I remember whenever he wrestled Chad Cheatham here in Alabama, and he wrestled Tony Sweat and several other local guys. Rest in peace, Tony Sweat. You know, another guy going way too soon, in my opinion. But that's just naming. I'm just name dropping some people. I'm terrible at that. I should never do that. I should never name drop anybody. But the reason I do it is because
Wow. One of my friend on Instagram says when you introduce your non-metal friends when you're driving, put some metal with your non-metal friends in your car.
What?
It has what's the guy? The guy who did the voice of the Arbiter from Halo. What's his name? Says, "What the hell, motherfucker?" When he played the devil in Tales from the Hood too.
Oh, I ain't seen that.
Oh.
To be honest, I haven't seen it. But
it's been a while since I watched that one.
Dude, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I just recently watched Upgrade for the first time 2 nights ago. Yeah,
that movie's crazy as fuck, man.
What the fuck, dude? This is fucking insane.
Actually, I just finished. I'm halfway through season 2 of Warrior.
That's a good
You're
show.
welcome. You're fucking welcome, by the way.
I love it. I love it. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
dude, it's all about the opium, bro. All about the opium.
I'm actually watching this
violence TNA.
I'm watching this Japanese film. It's a kaiju film trilogy called Demajin.
Gesundheit.
Yeah.
It's Daimajin. It's basically like it's the kaiju that attacked samurai in feudal Japan.
So are we all going to be in agreement that we should go watch King Kong and Godzilla?
King Kong and Godzilla. Oh yeah.
Dude, I got the original 1962 Japanese version with my Showa Godzilla Showa era collection on Blu-ray. I got that during the pandemic.
I am going to watch that movie in 3D.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I still gotta watch Godzilla Zero. I gotta watch
that. That is a good one,
dude. I had to see that too. I haven't seen it anywhere to buy, and I haven't seen it anywhere to stream.
I'm still waiting for it. I'm still waiting for it to come out on Blu-ray myself, so I can get me a copy, man. But right now,
I could send you a link to where you can watch probably a bootleg copy of it.
But as I was
definitely
saying,
do that. I'm putting it out there. Don't do that ever.
Okay, yeah.
As I was saying, there's a Blu-ray.
Do that.
As I was saying, there was a Blu-ray copy coming out somewhere in March or May or something. I don't know.
Speaking of another crazy thing, I'm gonna end this here, and then we'll talk some more things about. I want to talk about something very, very real that just came across my feed a minute ago.
What?
Wait a minute.
We still need to talk about to finish the rest of Collision.
Yeah,
it was good. And then,
and I have a rant. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be. I have a rant. It's a serious rant. As we were talking about kaiju movies and stuff like that, but we'll get back to that in a minute. I do have a rant, gentlemen, that needs to be said, and it's a serious rant. As you know earlier, that whenever Phil was talking about, how he feels about Alfred, the douchebag on X, and how I felt about, Charlie from Starkville. My thing is this. Whenever you're in a position and you have like what we're doing here, we have an obligation. As much as I hate to say that, we have an obligation to be unbiased, actual journalists when we talk about our shit. We do. We have that. We have that obligation. And as much as it pains me to say that, there's a lot of people that do these types of things, podcasts and their hot takes, and it really upsets me because they're in the heat of the moment, and all they want to do is bash the product. Now, and when I was doing earlier with the AEW saying that they went from main event to opener, it wasn't me shitting on the product. It was me not really following why they did that. You want to give Mercedes Moné the ring, but then 10 minutes later you're gonna have Rampage. What the fuck? Like that makes no sense to me. Make it make sense to me. I want to understand that. Now, on that same token, whenever you have a actual legitimate card and you start from the beginning, you open the card and it's high impact, it's high energy. TNA used to have this very, very same problem on their pay-per-views. High energy, high impact moves. Open it. Bam, 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 bam. And then the very next match, you're like, where did all that action and where did all that energy go? You just brought me from up here down to here. And then the next match, you drop me again. And the next match, you drop me again. And the next match, you drop me again. And by the end of the night, you're trying to pick me back up, and I'm already like, I'm fucking done, dude. Like I'm already done because you started me here and you ended me here. AEW has lost a lot of fans due to that reason, and people want to say, oh, it's because of the flips, and it's all about just move, no sell, move, no more no sell, and it's not that. It's because of they start you here, and then they work themselves down to here, when it should be the other way around. When you start here, and then you bam, and you bam, and you bam, and then you boom. Revolution. Speaking in volumes. You started us here. You came down. You came down. You picked this up. You picked this up. You picked this up. And you ended on the highest note you could possibly end on. That is how you do work. That's how you book matches. That's how you build a card. You don't start off up here and then end here. Because if that's the way every wrestling show is going to be, they're going to lose a lot of hardcore fans. And a lot of fans will be like, well, I already seen this. I already seen that. I don't want to see this again. Oh, give me something new. Oh, I'm tired of this. Oh, I'm tired of that. But in
Some
all
people,
reality,
some people that don't have like a short life. Some people have like a short attention span.
okay, cool. But then why are you going to start them here and then end them here? That
Yeah,
makes no sense.
like that
Zero.
Brian Danielson match should have been the main event. I totally agree.
End on a high. I mean, if you're going to have like something like an Osprey and what is that dude's name on? Oh, God dang it. Not Shibata. Damn it. I can't even think of the damn Japanese man's name right now. I feel like an asshole.
Okada.
No, the other Japanese man. The one that's in the Don Callis family.
Oh, Takeshita.
Yes,
That match between him and Osprey, I could have watched it go on for another fucking 40 minutes, dude. Literally.
Oh, yeah.
Because of how great it was. And the whole match itself was it was like watching 3 matches at once. It took you all over the map, dude. You're here, you're here, you're here, you're here. At the end of it, you're like, fucking do it already. Kill the son of a bitch.
Oh yeah, what do you think about speaking of Collision? What do you think about Spike?
Dudley?
No, not Dudley. Edge's little toy compliments of Mrs. Foley's baby boy.
Did not know this. Talk to me. Teach me.
You remember that little case that had Spike written on it that Edge was carrying around?
Yeah.
Apparently, Spike is actually a 2x4 covered in fucking nails. Compliments of Mrs. Foley's baby boy. And he's going to use that on Christian Cage or their I Quit match tomorrow night.
Dude, I'm going to say this, and this needs to be said a lot more, in my opinion. Christian is a fucking goat. He's one of the goats, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's bringing out the rage and Edge, too.
And everybody.
Dude, he's making people second guess their life, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whenever you see signs in the audience, I don't hate Christian. I just want him to die. What the fuck, dude? I was like blown away when I seen that sign. I was like,
there's a few signs that says Christian is my father in those crowds.
And the other one said Christian's not my father, thank God. Dude, I mean, he is the Matt Cardona of AEW. He is. And speaking of Matt Cardona,
he got power on their table.
About Paul Walter Hauser.
He got what?
Paul Walter. Well, let me rephrase this.
I thought he got powerbombed through a flaming table by Bully Ray.
Yes. And Paul Walter Hauser got the win over him. And then Bully Ray said, at the next Wrestling Revolver in Philadelphia, how about Sami Callihan versus Paul Walter Hauser? And then anything goes Philadelphia street fight if he has the ball.
Ooh.
I thought it was Walter Hausen.
Yeah, Paul Walter Hauser. PWH. I think that's what it is. Paul Walter Hauser. Shit.
Walter
Hauser. I thought he had 3 names.
Paul Walter Hausen, not Walker.
Oh, it's Walter. Paul Walter Hauser.
Paul Walter. W-A-L-T.
Yeah, Walter.
Yeah, I think he said Walker.
No, Walter.
Yeah, you did. You did say Walker.
Damn it. Sorry and shit.
Texas Ranger style and everything.
It made me think of the dead actor from Fast and the Furious.
Yeah. Listen to this. Matt Hardy says he is intrigued by 6'3" and stars he'll run in AEW. But we just talking about him?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who he's talking about?
No.
Okada.
Ooh.
What? Okada going against Matt Hardy?
No. During a recent edition of the Extreme Life of Matt Hardy, former WWE Tag Team Champion Matt Hardy discussed the Rainmaker's arrival in the Jacksonville-based promotion and his subsequent heel run. He says, I'm intrigued, and it's a good intrigue. I don't know Okada a lot. The few times I've met him, I've liked him a lot. He seems very nice. The Bucks speak very highly of him. He's a big star. There's no doubt about that. Extremely talented individual. So I'm very excited to see his impact on AEW, especially as an AEW audience, people outside the international wrestling bubble. Really get to learn who Okada, how talented he really is, get to see him in action, learn what he's about and what makes him tick. Said Matt Hardy.
And WWE fans, no matter how they admit it, they still hate or mad at the fact that he's not didn't sign with WWE. They're like, bring him over, and then TK gave him better, and the Bucks gave him a better offer.
Well, listen to this. He goes, Matt added that aligning with the Young Bucks would hold Kazuchika Okada in good stead. I think that's going to be very beneficial. I think pairing him with the Bucks is a good deal. It's something where everybody feels comfortable.
They were best friends. Yeah, Okada was best friends with the Bucks back when he was on Excursion with TNA and everything. Back when he was doing that goofy Kato gimmick.
God almighty.
I know.
They should gel well because they have been friends for many, many years, and it's going to be an intriguing thing. I'm looking forward to watching it and following it, he added. Former WCW star claims Kazuchika Okada will benefit from having a manager in AEW. Guess who that was? Oh. I talked about him recently, too.
Bucks.
Nope. Kevin Sullivan. Former WCW star Kevin Sullivan recently provided an excellent solution for this problem. He stated that the Rainmaker would benefit from having a wrestling manager. How do you put him over and yourself over in a 2-minute interview? How do you elevate him up to your level? And this isn't a bad thing. It's great to have talent. But they better be looking for a slick talking manager for him. You better protect your investment, and you better find somebody that complements him. That's only his job to get Okada over, not splitting it. Come on, let's put it under a microscope. Turn it on, turn it on, and dial it in, he said. That would be awesome, dude. And I want to be honest. You know who I think they should put him with if they give him a manager?
Jimmy Hart.
Nope. God no. Think about someone who was let go from a company that he didn't want him to be let go from. Scott D'Amore.
Yep. You got that right.
What the fuck? If you have Scott D'Amore with the elite, you don't need nothing else, dude. You already got the Young Bucks. You got two of the greatest heels right now in AEW doing their shtick. And then you have the Rainmaker. And then you have freaking Scott D'Amore come out with them, putting them over to the moon. He is, if Paul Heyman is God of managers, okay, Scott D'Amore ain't far behind, bud.
Wow.
If you think about their body of work, just for a second. Paul Heyman or Paulie Dangerously is on a level of immortality. If you think about it, who did he manage back in the 90s and late 80s?
Steve Austin, Brian Pillman, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard,
Eddie Gilbert.
I mean, he basically Lex Luger. Oh yeah. He even had the old 1980 style cell phone too.
And ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul E. Dangerously. And he also had the Dangerous Alliance.
Oh my God, that's where the term the Alliance came from.
Now, think about Scott D'Amore. Who did he manage?
And when I think of Paulie Dangerously, I think of that pay-per-view Living Dangerously.
Exactly.
I think that was a pun towards his gimmick.
It is. And I mean, think about it, dude. And like I said, Scott D'Amore, the whole Team Canada, Petey Williams, Bobby Roode, Eric Young, A1.
Inventor of the Canadian Destroyer.
I mean, literally, he invented it. He invented a move right now that's being duplicated, never, ever, ever done properly, by the way, by a lot of other people. And I love Penta's version of the Canadian Destroyer. I love it.
Oh God, and CYN hates it. Like who? What is CYN anyways? That's a
No,
I
dead
like
company.
Actually, I like it when Dustin Rose does it.
oh, dude, Dustin Rose does a Destroyer.
Dustin Rhodes is a good Canadian destroyer.
He does it. He does it pretty good. And it's like when the first time he did, I was like, did this old motherfucker just do a Canadian Destroyer?
What about Ricky Morton's Canadian Destroyer?
Oh my God!
It's a thing. Don't believe me? Look it up.
I think I seen it. It's like, wow. I'm surprised he when he hit the mat. I'm surprised dust didn't come off.
So it is true. You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
I mean, here we are. You know what I'm saying? Here we are doing things. So let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it.
So
if you can't have Paul Heyman, you can always have Scott D'Amore. And I think in some ways Scott D'Amore is a little bit better than Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman,
he's younger.
Number one. Number two, he was also a physical wrestler who could take balls. I mean, hell, did you see the shit that Bully Ray did to him? Did you see that shit? Really? Bully Ray came back last year or the year before last and put his hands on Scott D'Amore and tried to end his career, end his life. And Tommy Dreamer stepped in. Dude, that shit was so fucking good.
It felt real.
It was, dude. And that he went over to Bust It Open. Gave us some of the best talking ever. You actually felt the heat. You felt the hate. You felt the tension. And Dave LaGreca was like speechless at times.
Mm-hmm.
To me, dude, that is some of the best fucking shit. If you can get people to buy into your shit and make it feel like it's more real, guess what you just did, people?
Hook, line, and sinker, man.
You got emotional connection. As a lot of people don't have emotional connection with some of the AEW guys. They say Penta, I can't emotionally get connected with him. Pac, I can't get emotionally involved. What about Ospreay? He makes you emotional. He gets you involved. MJF, same way. Bryan Danielson, same way. Shibata, Takeshita, all these dudes.
Shibata does that,
dude. All those guys make you get involved. I just named some of the guys that they don't like. Oh, I don't like the Young Bucks. They don't get me involved. They don't make me want to tune in. Kenny Omega doesn't do it. Kenny Omega is one of the best fucking sellers in the world.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
Oh yeah.
You always like, they don't sell. Yada yada. Kenny Olivier don't sell. Blah blah blah.
Kenny sells his ass off. Sometimes he oversells like Shawn Michaels. The most overselling son of a bitch on the face of this earth is Ric fucking Flair. Number 2, Shawn Michaels. Number 3, Triple H. Number 4, Hulk Hogan.
I love how one of the funniest things is I love how some people oversell the Stone Cold Stunner like The Rock did.
Another
Rock sold the shit out of that.
Another seller.
It's like
Kevin Owens. Tell me one move that Kevin Owens can't sell.
Like,
hello,
like that.
Actually, the best one I just saw was like Kevin Owens just stunned somebody, and then he was it LA Knight. He's like stunned LA Knight, and they popped right back up and fucking RKO'd him.
I loved it when William Regal sold Danhausen's cursed attack.
Oh.
Dude, that would happen. I was there in person, bro. That happened in New Orleans, bro. I was there.
Well, it is the land of voodoo after all.
Like that?
Huh?
Didn't that happen off the air? That didn't happen.
Happened off the air. Matter of fact,
but it was still funny though.
They released a video of it. He's like,
And the crazy cool thing about it though, man, was that same night, uh, Ricky Starks, the actual, it was his homecoming to that night in New Orleans, and man, the reception he got off camera, bro, was insanely over.
You get the hometown pop. I love that. Like
Dude,
any wrestler,
he was a
unless
heel.
they're
Hometown pop.
no matter what, you know, no matter
MJF
what their
gets the
babyface are,
hometown
you're
pop.
gonna get the hometown pop now these days.
So the question I have is, Dynamite. Are we getting the Von Erichs? Because you know it's going to be in St. Louis,
Oh,
or are we getting Camille, who isn't from St. Louis, or are we going to get the return of
the
the
Von
great?
Erichs are from Texas, though.
Yeah, but if you think about the U.S., I mean the W, what is it, the World Class Championship Wrestling? If you
Yeah.
Oh
think
yeah.
about it, they were all over the state of Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas. That was their stomping ground.
Yep. That was a stomping ground. Yep.
That's the reason why I say
Huh.
the Von
I think what you call it, Tony Khan's working on that, getting the rights to Stranglehold, so they can play it
That would be epic.
because was it they only play when they made their AEW debut. I think they only played it that one time. Then, and I've seen the Von Erichs on there during the show, but they were like backstage or something like that. They weren't wrestling, so
It was Ross and his brother, and then their dad.
yeah.
Ain't David on there?
Got to put the mic up closer, man. I can't hear you.
I said, is that David Von Erich?
Yeah.
Who's their dad? Ain't it David?
That was Kevin, ain't it?
Yeah, I think you're right, Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin Ross, and who is the other brother? Kevin Ross and who? Damn it! I'm telling you, man, I'm terrible at this shit. And then we have
Phil, Google. You're on your phone
What you-
anyway.
What you want me to look up?
The current Von Erichs.
yeah, the current Von Erich.
It's, yeah, it's Ross and Marshall Von Erich. They're
Russell
friends.
Marshall. There you go.
Yeah, and you know WWE announces a new major sponsorship today.
What?
I'm gonna find out for us. Give me a second. MLB. Boo.
MLB.
Yeah, Major League Baseball. Why the fucking damn it?
Oh, I thought he was gonna say like
I
plastic
thought it was
company.
gonna be.
LBN and
I thought it was gonna
everything.
be. It was that. That
Look at
drink
the new
that-
line of Vaders.
I thought it was gonna be that one drink that's by Logan Paul.
Oh, you mean the one that's gonna be on the very center of the fucking ring prime? God
Yeah.
Yep.
awful. God awful. I hope Mike Tyson knocks his brother the fuck out next month, dude.
Oh,
Hope he's
Mike Tyson's gonna kill him, man. Mike
I
Tyson's
hope, he,
almost.
I hope he puts him in a hospital, bro. I really do. I hope he puts him in a hospital and makes him second guess life, bro. I
I
know
hope
that's
he. I hope he
How old
loses. I
is
hope
Mike
he has
Tyson, like, almost
amnesia.
60,
I hope he
ain't
has amnesia. That's all I was gonna say. I hope he has amnesia.
How old is Mike Tyson? He's gonna be like 60 something, ain't it?
I don't care. I just wanted to break his fucking jaw
56
off.
actually.
Oh, he's 56. Damn, really?
Yeah.
Or
Wait, hold on,
57.
hold on. There is no way that Mike Tyson is 7 years older than me.
Yep.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. He ain't that old, man. He lost a lot of his time because he was in prison for that rape shit.
Hmm.
Undertaker.
Yeah, he's 57 years old.
Yep.
He'll be 58 in June. On the end of June.
So 7, 8, 9. So 9 years old. He's 9 years older than me. Son of a bitch.
CM Punk would be at WrestleMania 40 after all.
Whoop-doo.
Really? I don't think he's gonna be ring ready.
Nope.
You probably just got to make an appearance. I think he's got to make an appearance and interference on. I think he's going to be ring ready.
Fragile mind, fragile ego, fragile. fragile body.
After he tore his triceps in the Royal Rumble, CM Punk went on Raw, called blah blah blah, his injury, yada yada yada, yada yada yada. Last night we got out the latest update on Punk's post-surgery rehab. This one also served as a plug for his appearance on next Monday's episode from Chicago, and it included Punk saying that injury or no, he plans to be at Mania the weekend of April 6th.
Oh yeah, here's some other interesting things. What is it? Jushin Liger is coming out of retirement just for one show.
Oh, who?
I forgot what it was. I have to look it up though.
Rossy Ogawa now out of the power at Stardom. A relationship between the Joshi promotion and AEW has begun to move forward. In particular, two big steps were taken last week when Stardom president Hiro Okada met with AEW owner Tony Khan at AEW Dynamite Big Business, while Stardom's Mina Shirakawa worked the match for Ring of Honor before Dynamite went live.
Yeah, she beat Anna Jay for what I heard.
Yeah, now the blooming partnership will continue as two talents are set to work at Stardom's upcoming WrestleMania weekend show.
It was like we're getting a big forbidden door this year. Not only that, we're getting talent from at Forbidden Door with just New Japan, but also with CMLL and Stardom.
Oh my god, dude! I'm reading all this stuff, man, and it's
apparently Rossy Ogawa was working on, like I said last week.
Missed out on a lot, didn't you?
Apparently, I found out like I said last week, though, Rossy Ogawa was working under the table with WWE and having Triple H poach a lot of his talent.
Yeah. It's saying right here that Tuesday, Stardom announced on their official website that AEW talents Willow Nightingale and Mariah May will both be part of the American Dream 2024, taking place in the ECW Arena on Thursday, April 4th. The AEW talents join Stardom Saya Kamatani, Tam Nakano, Saki Kashima, Maika, Mai Sira, Kunami, Ram Kaicho, CMLL Luchadora Stephanie Vakir, and TNA
She's
Zaya.
a New Japan Strong Champion. She's the one that beat Julia.
Yeah, and TNA Zaya Brookside, who were also announced today. Stardom stars Shirakawa, Mayo Iwatani, Momo Kogo, AZM, Starlight Kid, Momo
Actually goes by Azumi.
Azumi? Okay.
Yeah.
Momo Watanabe and Sairi. Sarai.
Yeah,
That's
you remember? Yeah, Sarai. Yeah, Sarai. She was at that one Joshi that was in NXT.
Yeah, I got you.
Unfortunately, and she was fortunately Johnny Ace and Bruce gave her a stupid Sailor Moon gimmick.
Oh yeah, that was stupid.
And she was released, and now she's been wrestling independently, and she's wrestling in Stardom. I think the reason why she hasn't wrestled for Stardom was because of Rossy.
Yeah, and it says right here, though Nightingale had previously worked under the New Japan banner, including winning the New Japan Strong Women's Championship last year, this will be her first time wrestling under the Stardom banner. For May, this will be her first Stardom event ever since September, after which she departed the promotion for AEW. Up to that point, May had been a focal point of Stardom since joining the promotion in January 2023, competing in the 5-Star Grand Prix and Cinderella tournaments, as well as joining Shirakawa's Club Venus stable and winning Goddess of Stardom championships with Shirakawa.
That's one of the best women's promotions ever. Stardom is.
It says right here, it remains unclear if the names announced for American Dream 2024 represent the full roster for the show, or if more names are set to be added at this time. The matches for the card have been announced.
Also, with Rossy gone, I also wouldn't mind seeing like Stardom do shows with Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. Hell, I wouldn't mind seeing like me and Shirakawa wrestle against Maki Ito. That would be a good match.
Oh, dude, anything with Maki is great. I hate to say that, but it's true.
She's because the thing about Maki Ito and me and Shirakawa is they both have that showmanship, and they also have great talent. Plus, I wouldn't mind seeing Maki Ito cry to be Shirakawa's attacking trigger. You guys know what I'm talking about when she fake cries.
Oh, dude, I love
Like,
that. And then she gives
I still remember when she did it to Mike Speedball Bailey. That was just hilarious.
does this right here.
Yep.
All right. So before we get any further, I know it's getting kind of late, gentlemen. Bear with me just a little bit longer.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I'm fighting.
I know. What about Raw last night? Did anybody watch Raw besides me?
I watched the clips where Cody Rhodes basically said that The Rock has small dick energy.
Yeah. Yay.
He called him an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it was better than Diarrhea Dwayne.
Yeah. And Jey Uso called out Jimmy Uso.
And he said no yeet.
Yeah.
No,
That's
I
the
didn't
problem.
watch Raw, so.
I can see, I can see why a lot of like why the wrestlers in WWE are mad at the Raw are mad because they can't get away with a lot of the cursing because they're a PG product.
Yeah.
They feel like they're being held back a little bit. I can't say I don't blame them.
There's a lot of people wanting a cage match between the brothers at WrestleMania. I think that would be epic.
Between
Oh yeah, it'd be the next best feud since
Jimmy and
Rick
Jay?
versus Scott.
Yeah.
It'd be the next best feud between one of my favorite matches at Halloween Havoc 98 between Rick and Scott Steiner.
And Jay even told his brother that he still missed him in that promo too, man. Like no matter the bad blood between them. And Jimmy took credit for everything big that Jay has ever accomplished. Yeah,
Jay's always been a good babyface. Which one says Yeet? I forgot.
Jay, I think.
Yeah, Jay.
Now, what about? I've been hearing a lot of flack about this too, man. I've been reading a lot of reports about people unhappy with Johnny Gargano on the main roster. How do y'all feel about him being on the main roster? You think he deserves that, or you think he should go back to NXT?
He deserves it.
I agree.
But but with Ciampa, with the DIY gimmick, I mean, they kind of severed that. Heck, I was at the pay-per-view. I was at the pay-per when the NXT pay-per-view when Ciampa turned his back on Gargano. I was at that pay-per-view.
But it was a great.
And I was making fun of everybody that just bought a DIY T-shirt. I said, you better go get a refund.
That's god awful, man. But
that's just terrible, man. You're
a terrible person for that. But I applaud you.
Dude,
I remember it was like after the pay-per-view was over, I was driving in the car. I was like, I see people with DIY T-shirts say, you better go ask for a refund for that. It's like, fuck you.
Dude, my friend and I, even though Nexus broke up around this time, my friend and I were wearing at the 2013 Elimination Chamber. My friend and I were both wearing Nexus T-shirts.
Now I have a question. What if Ciampa and Gargano don't win that six-pack challenge, six-pack tag team ladder match? What if they don't win that?
I don't know. They could probably break up again.
History is going to repeat.
Are we going to have it like reversed this time? Is it going to be Gargano doing it to Ciampa this time?
Might as well.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Fuck, bro. That'd be insane. Now, the next match of the night, the actual first match of the night, was DIY versus the Creed Bros. And or the Brothers Creed, or whatever you want to call them. The Creed Brothers.
The Creed Brothers.
Yeah. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. The Creed Brothers are very fucking impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I believe it. I've heard some good things about them.
Dude, they remind me of the world's greatest tag team.
You mean Benjamin
really
Hawes?
Yes. They really, truly do. If you watch some of their matches, dude, they're both amateur wrestlers from college.
Speaking of the world's greatest tag team, what do you think about Shelton Benjamin wanting to wrestle Okada?
I love it. I'm all for that. I would pay the pay-per-view for that match.
I mean, I actually went back and looked at clips back when Shelton Benjamin was wrestling in New Japan. I saw him wrestle Minoru Suzuki.
Yeah, he wrestled Angry Grandpa. Yeah, it was a great match.
Murder
And
Grandpa.
murder, angry murder, same difference, same thing.
He's not always angry. He's just slightly
He just wants,
irritated sometimes.
he just wants to kill people, hurt them.
Mm-mm.
I love Minoru Suzuki. I think he's one of the most.
He's one of the greatest and the best in the world, in my opinion.
Dude, when I first saw him wrestle, I was like, "Who is this asshole that wants to murder people?" Like he just comes out into the ring and just wants.
Who is
to
this
hurt people.
psychopath with the weird haircut?
Yeah,
this guy's like
what?
laughing when he's getting. I love this fucking dude. He's a badass.
And
Man,
dude,
I was like, damn, who messed up his hair?
He was like
like
a final.
is he the final boss
You know
in a
where he
video
got
game?
that hair from? He actually got that from a manga series called One Piece. It was basically the shape of a devil fruit in that anime series.
Well, I can tell you this: he is a devil, dude. Because that son of a bitch is crazy. And I love it. I
I
wish
love
they
it
would.
too.
I wish they
He's
would.
like the
actually
final
clone him.
crazy boss in a video game.
He is. They should clone him and make more Minoru Suzuki somewhere.
Actually, he was put in a Japanese anime by the creator of One Piece in an episode.
That'd be awesome. But you know, back to at hand. Like I said, the Creed brothers remind me of the world's greatest tag team. However, last night they came up short against DIY, and DIY is in in the whatever the tag team turmoil ladder match from hell, the whatever fucking hell, whatever we're doing with that match.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really good match. It really was. And then the next match was Katana Chance and Caden Carter versus Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae. And
who's Katana Chance again? I forgot.
Chance and Carter are amazing, dude. They were
Carter, that half black, half Filipino chick.
She is sexy, dude.
She
Her
is pretty
eyeballs, dude. Her eyes are like the sexiest thing about her, dude. Those her eyes and her nose. And she's a
You know what I
great
really miss
performer.
in NXT? Wendy Chu.
Oh, dude, she's amazing, bro. She reminds
She's
me of
hilarious.
she reminds me of a lazy anime character.
I mean,
She's like
basically
the
reminds
female
me of a
version of Orange Cassidy.
She reminds me of a college student, person I went to college with. She reminds me of this one girl I went to college with. She every morning she always went into class with her pajamas on.
And dude, looks like they're really trying to turn Candice LeRae heel, which is really it's okay. I'm cool with it. And then, like you said, Cody responded to The Rock. And then Ricochet versus Dominic Mysterio.
Yes, Dom's gonna win. As
Actually,
usual.
no, Ricochet defeated Mysterio.
What?
Yeah.
I'm surprised. At least he got some win. I'm surprised he didn't pull Eddie Guerrero on him like that one time he faked the chair thing.
And then
you know what I'm talking about? Where someone hits the chair with the mat and Ricochet gets knocked out. He's knocked out by the chair.
Yeah.
Basically, it's called pulling an Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah. And then the next thing was Sami Zayn and Gunther's contract signing. And people were still like, There was no reaction. There was really no reaction. Yeah.
They need to leave Sammy alone. He deserves it.
They gave it this person gave it a grade A. And it was meh. It goes, you sit there with that smug look on your face and it's really starting to piss me off, Zayn told the ring general. And then if you were to be honest to yourself, you don't believe you can beat me, Gunther said. At WrestleMania, your dreams will meet reality, the champion warned.
I think Sammy's going to put over Gunther.
Yeah, 100%. And then the next match was the Awesome Truth versus Indus Sher with Indus Sher with Jinder Mahal.
Mm-hmm.
Jinder Mahal!
No hinder Jinder, brother.
I get hinder Jinder when I want.
The three-man
Veer Mahan and Sangha. Awesome Truth beat them both. Yeah. The Miz rapped with Truth on their way to the ring, recalling
Veer
the early
Mahan still in WWE?
Who?
Is Veer Mahan and Sangha still in WWE? I thought they were fired.
No, that's in this year. That's the tag team in this year.
Wow, I still remember when Veer Mahan was coming to Raw.
For like a whole year and a half, dude. That was like the biggest troll thing ever, dude. That was the thing John Laurinaitis did, dude. Fucking
He kept
dummy.
holding him back, like when he's gonna premiere on Raw. It was like it
You
took
know what
like
the most
5 or
fucked up
6
thing
months.
was? They debuted him on freaking main event. They actually debuted him on main event.
Which is basically takes us after Raw.
Jesus, dude, it's like, hey guys, we're going to put a promo for this guy, but we're going to debut him on You Got It main event.
Damn.
Such good shit, right? Yeah.
Yes, that's such good shit.
Yeah, people power. People power.
I'm glad that idiot's gone.
Fuck, dude.
Get into it. It's uncomfortable right now. My shoulder. She said, "Did I break that chair already?" Like, no, I'm just my shoulder's fucking with me, and it's like I'm uncomfortable right now. So,
I'm sorry, but hey, look, I'm almost done with this thing, and then the next was Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins, and it's meh.
yeah.
I'm not feeling it, dude. I'm not
Was it a
feeling
promo
it,
or is it a match?
Promo, bro. You know that. It's all lead up to the fucking Mania match, man. You know that. The New Day versus Alpha Academy, and you already know who won that for the 6-pack challenge. I only had to get into it. New Day. Yeah.
It's a New Day. Yes, it is.
And the main event of the evening, Nia Jax versus the man, Becky Lynch, in a last woman standing match.
How was it?
Yeah.
It was good. I mean, what it was, Nia can't sell for shit. It was mainly a show off for the man, taunting Rhea Ripley, basically.
I did think Tamina and Nia Jax did make a good tag team.
Dude, they were domination, dude. I mean, but you can't put them two babies together, man. You can't put them two babies together. You just can't. I mean, dude, that's like putting Andre the Giant and Big John Studd together.
Nope.
Why would you do that?
Unstoppable force right there.
It's like, hey, oh yeah, so we're gonna put you on a tag team, and y'all gonna win the titles, and y'all never gonna lose them. Y'all ready for this run? Well, how would we lose? Well, what's gonna happen is you're gonna get tired of this person, and you're gonna turn on them eventually, like 7 years from now. Does that sound good to you guys?
Sure. Okay.
I mean, seriously, that's the only way they're gonna lose the titles, and that's how they lost the titles. I mean, think realistically, it's like where Kane and Undertaker were the champions. How did they lose the titles?
Oh shit! I totally forgot. I was like, how did they lose their titles? I know Kane got pinned.
Yeah, turned on one another, correct? Inadvertent, But you see what I'm saying, though, man? Things like that. I mean, you got remember the Twin Towers, Boss Man and freaking was it One Man Gang or was it no? It was Boss Man and Akeem, wasn't it? Yeah, Akeem the Dream, the African Dream.
God. That was a horrible gimmick for One Man Gang.
But hey, guess what though? Tag team champions, baby.
Tag team champions. Would not get over these days. Akeem, no.
Akeem, the African Dream.
Great guy.
I got his autograph.
The African Dream that I'm a Nubian god.
It got over, man. That's all I'm gonna say. It got over.
Because Well, uh, well, I don't know. What do you think about the Red Rooster, though?
Dude, I love the Red Rooster, man. Terry Taylor's
Yeah,
awesome.
man. I'm Terry Taylor, the Red Rooster.
Doing kitty.
He sounded like an Alabama car salesman when he did that for Mobile.
No, man, worse than that, dude. He sounded like the guy from Hoffman Furniture. Come on down. Get you some new
Come on
furniture.
down. Here's a pass road Gulfport.
And we're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
I'm done with it. I'm done with him. I'm done with him and the Weasel. I'm done with the Weasel trying to manipulate my mind. So that's why I have the Red Rooster now.
Dude, I mean, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
Oh, God. I'll tell you another worst gimmick was Bearcat.
Dude, you really hate that about Keith Lee, don't you?
It was ridiculous.
Dude, it bothers you, don't it? You know what I
He
hated?
didn't
You know
prove
the
it.
worst gimmick. You know the worst gimmick ever in WWE history is, in my
What?
opinion, Mantar.
No,
Name
I
of
thought it was the gobbledygook.
wait.
I thought the gobbledygooker was pretty bad too.
Gobbledygooker never wrestled a match. Mantar fucking did. And if you call the stupid mascot Royal Rumble a fucking match, come on, cut me some slack there, dude.
Oh
No,
no, the worst one was the Goon.
really? I like the
Yes.
Goon.
No, Bastion Booger.
Oh, come on, dude. Dude, we're talking about Mantar, half man, half Minotaur.
You couldn't even
Mantar.
see out of that Mantar thing anyway, so.
It was god awful. It looked like a damn armadillo got ran over.
Like Black Taurus.
Well, Black Taurus is different. He does not look like an armadillo. He's got a big boar's head, dude.
What
That's
about the Matador? What about for their mascot for the Los Matadores? Primo
I
and
love
Epic
Toro,
Coast.
man. Toro was great.
Toro was awesome.
But what I'm saying is Mantar is the worst fucking gimmick ever. Ever in the history of WWE. Now, the worst one in WCW wasn't Shockmaster. Oh no. Remember the guy that walked out there with a baseball mask on his head?
Oh
That was
God,
the worst gimmick
the
ever.
Brooklyn Brawler.
No. I'm talking about WCW, not WWE. WCW.
Walked
Yeah,
out with a baseball mask on.
He had it. It was like, dude, it was god awful. I think they called him MVP.
Oh my God, was
It was
this before?
terrible.
It has to be.
It was before Montel Vontavious Porter. It was way before him.
I was about to say.
God,
what
it
the
has to
hell?
have been before the NWO blow up.
Dude, it was during that time. It was terrible, dude. It was terrible. And what is the worst wrestling match ever?
Ace.
Hogan.
No. I'm talking about, let me rephrase that. Worst wrestling gimmick match ever.
Oh, worst give. Worst.
Eye for an eye match Eye for an eye match. That was the worst match ever.
Rumble in the cage match. Ready to Rumble match.
Oh yeah, that's pretty bad. That was pretty bad.
Okay, that's one of the. But I still think the Eye for an eye match at the Extreme Rules Horror Show, which was definitely a horror show. That was one of the worst wrestling matches ever. The Eye for an eye match between Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio.
No, Age in a Cage. It was Hogan and Piper when they were way past their prime. It was
that
horrible
was
match.
Halloween Havoc '97.
No, we're talking about like 98, 99. It has to be like 99.
It was 97.
It was a horrible match.
It was 1997 because I
It was
remember
97.
that because like in '99 the Wolfpack NWO was completely broken up by then.
Yeah, and '98 was the Warriors' return.
So it has to be like 99.
Warriors. So
It was Hogan and Piper, and it was just horrible. It was horrible.
I'll tell you the worst match I remember.
I heard some guy try to break inside the cage too during that match.
Who?
Yeah, some
Macho Man
fan
broke in the cage.
No, some crazy fan tried to get into the cage as well,
Yeah.
though, at Halloween
Yeah,
Havoc
that's right.
'97.
Yeah, that was true. dude, my God, man. What's crazy though, man, is this, and we've been talking about wrestling for almost 3 hours, gentlemen. And the thing is, this is what I love about wrestling. We can sit here and talk about it, and we could talk about all the moments, and we can talk about the shitty matches. But you know what we can't really say about any of it? It
But
really wasn't. It really wasn't shitty because we watched it.
You watched it.
We really
it was,
fucking did.
I wish there's a there. Well, I actually laughed at the eye for an eye match, even though the eyeball was fake with Brit.
What about the first what was it, Chamber of Horrors match with Cactus Jack and Abdul the Butcher, Abdul the Butcher getting electrocuted in the electric
That
chair.
was like, what the hell?
That was so dumb. That was so
I
dumb.
actually enjoyed it, dude. I was 11 years fucking old. I enjoyed that shit.
Mhm.
It
Well,
might
now
be.
you look at it, it's like stupid as hell.
Don't
But
get me wrong, though.
like,
I
I
remember
mean,
when I
we thought
saw
it was
her-
awesome when we saw RoboCop at fucking Starcade.
I'll tell you another bad
Yeah.
match. I'll tell you another weird match I saw, like, kind of disturbed me at the end. Well, I was like, at the Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania 15 with Undertaker and the Big Boss Man. I was like, what the hell? Is he really getting hung to death?
Dude. And
That shit was like, what the fuck?
but if you recall correctly, back in like the original Chamber of Horrors match, what was the big #1 horror movie at that year?
What year was it?
91.
Think Freddy's dead?
Shocker.
Shocker. Yeah.
Oh yeah, by Wes Craven. That
Yep.
came out in '89, but that was a good horror movie though.
Oh, it was in '89, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah,
still good
I mean,
though.
But yeah, that's what it reminded me of, dude. Whenever Abdullah Butcher was getting shocked in that fake ass electric chair, that's what it reminded me of.
And that was Abdullah the Butcher that was way past his little past his prime too.
Dude, Abdullah the Butcher wrestled up, I think, till ain't he passed away now?
No, he's
Oh,
still
he's still
alive.
alive.
Dude,
Got
why
no
isn't he in the Hall of Fame?
He is in the Hall of Fame.
He is. Yeah. Yeah.
He sold his Hall of Fame ring on eBay though because he had a lot of debts to pay.
Oh,
Because apparently, what happened was that the wrestler Hannibal.
yeah.
Apparently, he blamed Abdullah the Butcher for him having because they both bleed a lot. Apparently, he sued Abdullah the Butcher for having that. It's a type of blood disease you get. Hepatitis. I think you got hepatitis C.
Yeah.
Of getting hepatitis C from Abdullah the Butcher, and he got a settlement of that money, and he's been he's been in debt because of that as well.
Yep.
Shit, dude.
Man,
Because he was. I mean, what happened was Hannibal was trying out for WWE and at a tryout with WWE, and that blood came out. He had hepatitis C because of that.
But damn, that sucks. You know who my favorite character was in the '90s, in the early '90s before the Attitude Era?
Who?
Repo Man.
Oh my god, that was the cheesiest but funny character I've ever seen. Hold on, guys, I'll rip that.
He had his own freaking Coliseum home video, dude. It was amazing.
He was the live action version of the Hamburglar.
So he was awesome. I love Barry Darso. Love the man. He did no wrong in my opinion, ever.
Repo,
So, I mean, we can sit here and talk wrestling all night, in my opinion. But
yes,
I know, gentlemen, I know
but
we got to get some sleep, dude.
yeah, dude, I'm about ready to fall asleep in this chair, man.
Oh, as soon as he gets back, we're gonna call it a night, gentlemen. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I enjoyed the night. I was kind of like wondering what we were going to talk about, honestly, but we actually went over.
Repo Man.
Barry Darso was awesome, dude. Loved it.
That laugh too was hilarious of his.
It It reminded me of Doink the Clown a little bit, dude. It actually reminded me of Doink the Clown just a little. And that was Adam Bourne's gimmick for a long time. Was Doink the Clown before he passed away. And but gentlemen, I know it's been a long night. We've been alive for a little over 3 hours almost.
Going out, dude.
And you know, everybody watching tonight, and thanks MT2 for showing up in the chat. That was awesome. And you know, anytime he wants to come on and talk with us, I'm down for that.
And also, Jimmy in the chat, fuck CM Punk.
True story. But the thing I want to say on that note is, you know, if you're not listening to the Ringside Rants,
You're doing life wrong.
exactly, you're doing life so fucking wrong, and you should be ashamed of yourself because we are food
for the years.
Fucking right, man.
You guys have a good night and enjoy some wrestling.
Yeah. Oh, and also watch wrestling. Just watch it. Local,
watch it,
indies, backyard,
mainstream, all of it as much as you can.
Everything.
I try to watch WWE, but I still can't though.
It's hard. It's really, really hard
to watch everything. Yeah,
it really is, man. It's a chore, dude. Now I know why some of these journalists get paid a lot of money, dude, because it's a lot to bear, dude. It really.
I mean, yeah, you got like you got 2 WWE products, you got 3 AEW products, you got New Japan, you got AAA, you got GCW. You know,
I mean, you got so much, man.
New Japan Pro Wrestling, you have like Pro Wrestling Noah,
TNA,
Japan,
Sendai, NWA. It's like
MLW.
MLW good.
It's hard to keep up with this.
CMLL.
Fuck, dude. And the only time we really talk about some of these smaller companies is whenever something bad happens, and that's shitty.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean,
I just wait for the summertime to hit around my area.
Stardom, you did talk about Stardom, though.
Yeah.
And it was a good thing, though, because they're getting more U.S. states now.
Yes, they are.
Now that Rossi is gone.
Yeah. But gentlemen, thank you again for tuning in tonight. And as always, stay easy. And if anything big happens during the week, like huge, we'll cover that too.
There you go.
Good night, gentlemen.
Good night, guys. And
good night, everybody.
Good night.